Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a very special Video Game Choo Choo. I mean, this is the one that people have been requesting the most, by far. Ever since we started the show, just all the requests to do this episode. Tonight, we're gonna finally get down to it. We're gonna solve the mystery. John Machonsky, fact or fiction? Here with me tonight, I have Stephen Epps, an expert in the Machonsky legend. Stephen, how's it going?
Yes, I am expert in Machonsky legend. I have studied the Machonsky for a very long time. Tonight we will be examining the mystery of the Machonsky humble indie grundle. Here to give his opinions on the humble indie grundle of John Machonsky is John Machonsky. John Machonsky, please tell us all about the grundle.
It's bad.
John, are you fact or fiction?
I'm fiction. I'm not real.
So
I don't know how you guys...
photo I have of you in the woods, clutching a photo of Junko Enoshima, that's fake? That's doctored?
No, that's true. It's just,
It's a fictional photo of a fictional... It's a real photo of a fictional character.
No, cause see what happened is that I was in my room at the time, but someone just photoshopped me blurrily just like vibrating while looking at this picture. They just photoshopped me into the forest for some reason.
That's how you know it's fake, because he would never go outside. None of us would.
Exactly. I'm in my room.
So you're saying that this picture of you in the woods clutching a Junko Dakimakura while wearing your hot dog outfit is not real. You were not in the forest when you were doing that.
I was not in the forest. I was in the privacy of my own home where it is not illegal to do this.
And the truth comes out.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
John
that's
Machonsky's humble indie grundle.
Humble indie grundle. Coming soon.
Knows only Junko Enoshima.
Coming soon to theaters, December, Christmas.
A Squigs Forlorn this winter.
Yes.
By the way, you should all check out the @Machonsky brand Twitter. I'm proud of it.
That's a pretty good Twitter. I thought it was funny as fuck.
I wasn't even aware that existed.
It's really
look it up right
funny.
now.
Oh my god.
You know all those
what, John,
corporate Twitter accounts?
John, we give you so much shit, but it's just because of how wonderful your last name is.
Yeah, exactly, right? John Machonsky. It's so fun to say.
It's, like, I appreciate it a lot because I feel like my name just escalates in craziness. Because my first name's John, which is the most boring name ever. And then my middle name's William. And my mom claims that she almost named me Liam. Like, that was gonna be my first name.
Liam Machonsky.
She decided to make that my middle name and change it to William.
Mm-hmm.
Which, that escalates a little bit. It's better than John, but it's not really crazy. And then all of a sudden, Machonsky. What the fuck?
Yeah.
John Machonsky is such a good punctuation to any kind of story, though. It's like, hey, did you hear about that guy that was like hitting up all the Junko cosplayers? Yeah, what was his name?
John Machonsky.
John Machonsky.
Alright, so I should explain this before you guys get me put on some sort of government list. So
we're all on government lists, John. I
guess
play
so.
Terra.
I'll be right back. You guys continue.
So I went to a convention this weekend, Holiday Matsuri in Orlando, and if any of you guys listening live in Florida or go to conventions in Florida,
God help you.
You could probably meet me, and it'll be a terrifying event for both of us.
Meet the Machonsky, trademark.
Meet the Machonsky, yeah. So, I decided to take pictures with every Junko cosplayer at the convention. It's because
As you do.
You know, I wasn't weird about it. I approached each Junko cosplayer as formally as I could, and I requested a photo, and the transaction went smoothly. However, there was one
transaction.
Yeah, it was slew them a 20, just like, hey, you wanna take a couple pictures behind the dumpster? But no, I didn't actually do that. I was very nice, and there was one cosplayer that didn't exactly appreciate being talked to. Now listen, I wasn't weird at all. Just trust me. All that I did was,
I don't believe you.
All that it is, I walked up to her and I explained what I was doing. I was like, hi, I really like Junko. I want to get pictures with all the Junko cosplayers. She looks at me like I have a second head. And she goes, Junko? Don't you mean Junko?
Oh my god.
I'm like, Oh
you got weeabooed hard, brother.
I was like taken aback. I was like,
Is that how we eventually cure your affliction? Just have you talk to people who say Junko?
no, I'm good. But so she just makes this big deal about her cosplay like not being like the exact thing that she wants it to be or something. But she's like really like prissy about it. She's just like, I hope you're okay with this. I mean, it's not like there's a bunch of other people that you'd rather be taking pictures with. Like, but like, she's like being like degrading to herself, but she's also being mean to me. So I'm just really confused, and I'm like, just please let me take the picture with you. So
I just want to see your titties. Come on.
I took the picture, and I just walked away, and I was like, I'm done. I don't...
Machomsky is thirsty, and you getting in my way.
It was a very scary ordeal, but I got pictures with every Junko at the convention, and they were very appreciative that I put up their pictures. They actually enjoyed seeing themselves on Tumblr. If you want to see the pictures, I put them up on my Tumblr. Just go into the Junks tag on my Tumblr, and you're gonna have to sift through a bunch of other pictures that I've blogged.
It's really quite a jungle in there.
The poor cosplayers go on like the journey on your blog to see their selfies, and then they just see everything else, and they're just like, I was 2 feet away from that. He seemed so nice when he was talking to me.
I have this image of like some 20-year-old girl in like a fucking hoodie and jeggings with a machete cutting their way through the jungle, but the jungle is nothing but barely porn of Junko. Not quite not safe for work, just on the edge.
Hey man,
if your boss saw it, he wouldn't fire you, but he would get mad.
He'd like just raise his eyebrow and shake his head disapprovingly.
He'd be like, I'd be less unhappy if I caught you looking at Playboy right now.
Are any of these women real, John? No.
Is that what you do during your downtime at the car dealership?
No, that's pretty much what I do, just like the entire time
at the car dealership.
I don't really have downtime.
His boss says, John, what are you doing? Looking at pictures of Junko. Oh, looking at pictures of Junkers, alright? Alright, well, you just learn how to fix them up and we'll have you out here.
That's a shrewd technique, Steven.
Oh my god. So,
oh man.
So how's your week been going, guys, besides that?
Oh my god, last couple of weeks for me has been absolute hell because of finals.
Oh yeah, I know that feel.
Hey, would you guys like to know the best and worst feel in the world?
Do tell.
My math final, it was the only final that I had where I had to actually go up to the campus, and this campus is a half-an-hour drive, like down the highway, and it's like just the most boring drive in the world. So I was ruining the day. I accidentally signed up for the earliest class possible. So I had to go there I had to be there at 9 a.m. So I was just like driving up there. I was like, this fucking sucks. I get there. The exam is delayed by half an hour because there were technical troubles. Finally get my exam done, get it all done. I'm not going to say the exact number, but I fucking bombed it.
Ooh.
So I have to make this awful drive home. With that number that I don't want to admit in my head. I was just like, I'm dead. I'm gonna fucking die. You want me to stop the story?
What happened? Did Mike die?
I don't know. What's up with Mike? He said, hold on, so I'm gonna stop telling the story.
Yeah.
Mike? Are you okay there, pal?
Rest in peace, Michelangelo Cosimono.
Okay, sorry about that. My family doesn't understand that there are remotes for the TV and remotes for the cable box.
Well, okay, going back to the story.
Caught on by now.
Are you serious? Who the fuck is calling me? Oh, be quiet, Dad.
Tell him we're recording Chooch, he'll understand.
Dad, I'm on the radio right now.
What the fuck? A bomb just went off outside my house.
Anyway, I had completely bombed this test. I was driving home. And I was going through every single possible way that I could, every single depressing thought that could ever run through my mind. I get home, I sit down at my computer, I go to the online class and I just look at that number. And then I remember, oh shit, this teacher had a massive, stack of extra credit shit. And all of it adds points to the final. So, and it was all due tomorrow. Guess what I did?
You stayed up all night and did them?
I stayed up like the rest of the damn day doing that extra credit work, brute forcing it in the iCollege program.
Nice.
And I passed that class after completely and utterly bombing the final. I passed that shit with an A.
There you go.
Well played.
And that's how I was able to motivate John Machonsky into finishing his hellish week. John, would you like to go into detail about that?
Okay, I was really scared that I was gonna fail my math final, cause I was trying to do some things on an online course, and the course crashed on me, and I was gonna try to go talk to people the next day to get it sorted out, but I wasn't really feeling like I was gonna pull it off. And Steven came in. He told me, hey, professors are cool. If you talk to them nicely and you're good in class, they'll help you out. And it turned out that I pulled it off. I talked to some counselor-esque thing and was like, yo, this thing crashed on me. And they're like, oh, okay, we'll just give you 100 on it. And I was like, oh shit. And then,
See?
And then on the final, I sat down and I just, cause we're allowed to use our phones on the final for math.
Oh. That's great.
And so, for calculators, so I just used Wolfram Alpha as a calculator, and I'm pretty sure I passed that final as well, so.
Oh, that is beautiful. See, that's the thing about college, is that like you stress and you stress and you stress, but then you remember it's like, you're paying to be there. And you are an adult. You're not a kid anymore.
Right.
So if something fucks up, and it's like, it's not my fault. This thing fucked up. I'm an adult. I pay to be here. I'm an adult. I'm gonna go talk to this other adult. And it'll get fixed. You don't have to worry about it. And I think that's like a big thing that a lot of people in college don't realize, is that everybody present is an adult, and if you just act like one, shit gets fixed.
Yeah. Like, I told Steven this. I don't know if I told you this, John. For my finals week, it was more just a lot of writing. I had my journalism class was done pretty much early, but since I'd gotten sick for basically a week, I was really behind in my other classes, so I basically just busted my ass and got a lot of work done for my film class before my theater final, which was just acting. I had to memorize the script and act. So, the day of the theater final, I want to say, like 15 minutes beforehand, I get an email from my professor basically accusing me of plagiarism.
Oh god.
And then I can't do anything because I'm like at this final and I need to act, and I'm just sitting there with this shit going through my head. Oh god, this guy thinks I plagiarized something, or like I assisted in cheating or whatever. And I just emailed him saying I would have to be crazy to risk my entire college career on this one kind of rinky-dink assignment, and I didn't fucking do it. And he got back to me, understood the whole thing. You just gotta talk to people.
That's the beautiful thing about college, is all you have to do is talk. That's it.
It's so much better than like
it's so much better than public school.
Done.
Yeah, it's millions of miles better than public school, because like with public school, the teachers are obligated to take care of all these shitty kids, and these shitty kids are like forced by the state to go there. In college, you have to pay to be there. There's a quality filter, which means the teachers are a lot more relaxed about their students, plus everybody's an adult. So it's like with Mike, you told me, why would I bother to risk my entire college career over some shit that's like less than 1% of my grade?
Yeah.
And you were able to just say that straight up to your teacher. If you tried to pull that shit in high school, you'd probably have gotten suspended.
Yeah.
If you said those exact words to your high school teacher, in college, they're just like, you know what? Yeah, you're right. And that was it.
Yeah, he basically just gave me some advice, cause like, he explained why the misunderstanding had happened and just like how to avoid it in the future.
There you go.
And my favorite part of that whole fucking story is that he sends me this assignment summary saying, this is the first time I've ever suspected cheating. A-.
Yeah.
God,
so,
I love college.
College is wonderful.
Especially if you live like on the other side of the country from your family. It's a nice break, you know?
Mm-hmm. So, word out to the people who listen to the Chooch. Don't sweat college as much as you do.
Yes, because our target demo is probably like fucking 8-year-olds.
Yeah, okay. It's just like, don't sweat college nearly as much as you do, because you're an adult, you pay to be there, they will treat you like an adult. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, kids, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, children.
Oh, Jesus
my
Christ.
beautiful children.
John, you're beautiful.
Am I beautiful?
You are so beautiful.
I'm not
me.
beautiful, I'm handsome.
Yeah, Stephen, you're rugged.
I'm rugged.
You're a bear.
I'll accept it. Listeners, if there are any women that are into bears, if those exist, give me a little ring.
Bear.
Force one. Bear.
Hit Stephen up on his OkCupid profile.
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Steven, do you have any horror stories from OkCupid? I feel like, since it is OkCupid, there should be at least a couple. And you live in fucking Georgia.
Sadly, I don't have any horror stories of people reaching out to contact me.
Uh-huh.
So, I wish I could. The worst thing that I could say is that there are some ugly motherfuckers that live in Georgia. But that's
Well, yeah,
not
it's
nice.
Georgia.
I shouldn't say that.
No,
I shouldn't
pretty
say
much,
that people are ugly. People are beautiful.
if you're stuck in the South, then God help you, man or woman. Everyone banging their cousins over there doesn't end well. Does
Yes,
not end
that is
well
exactly what happens.
at all. Yeah, yep. Because it's the South.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I can attest.
On that note, Stephen, video games, Stephen.
Video games.
What have you been playing?
It's actually been a bit of a week for video games because I've been kind of celebrating because finals are finally over.
Hell yeah.
So, with video games, previously in the current room that I'm in, which is a dedicated computer and video gaming room, I had this big ass CRT next to me and I had like all of my old Nintendo stuff hooked up to it. Recently that CRT broke, and so I decided that I was going to drag that 80-pound CRT into the garage and just move the TV from the living room into here. And now I have the big ass awesome couch that was in here with the big ass awesome TV and all of my HD consoles.
Dude, yeah,
So
that's the best.
It is amazing.
My stepdad just won a fucking 50-inch plasma in a raffle, so now like the room where I had the shitty tube now has this giant TV.
My TV is not 50 inches, but
Still, it's
nice.
That step up is really something.
It is a beautiful step up, especially to have a TV with HD consoles in a room dedicated for gaming instead of a living room. Because there is like no living room that is like perfectly designed with like the sofa and then the TV centered right in front of it.
Right.
Everybody's got to have like these awful like, oh, we're going to have like 3 sets of sofas and then there's going to be a chair and we're going to have the TV off to this angle so everybody can watch. No. Just TV straight in front of a couch, straight on view. Beautiful. I have been playing a lot of Okami HD. I haven't played that in a very long time. Still a beautiful game. Highly recommend it. Let's see, been playing a lot of Wind Waker HD and Super Mario 3D World. Both very good games. With Wind Waker HD, I'm still kind of baffled with how much of that game is still in my head, but now I have reached a point where I don't remember anything, and it is just the greatest thing in the world to explore this gigantic world. Because when I was a kid, I would always cheat on the Triforce Quest. Like, I had an action replay, I would just like, oh, fuck this. And then I would cheat to have the whole Triforce. But doing the Triforce Quest completely blind and just having this massive, awesome, open world to explore and having the game just like sit down and say, okay, normally in Zelda games, you always have these side quests, but you know, you're kind of doing the main quest right now. You don't want to take a break from that. There's always this sense of urgency. Wind Waker gives you that moment to say, here's the world, go fuck around in it. It's great.
Do they give you like a good idea of what to do in Wind Waker, especially in the Triforce Quest?
Yeah, in the Triforce Quest, it is highly dependent on the idea that you have been filling out your sea chart. Because every time you fill in a space on your sea chart and it marks the little location of the island on your map, there's also this little fish guy. And the fish guy like gives you information about the island. And sometimes if there's like nothing on this island, he'll say, hey, I hear tell one of the Triumph Forks is in an island 3 up and 2 left from here. Why don't you go have a look? So, if you haven't been filling in the map, then you're kind of screwed over. But it's still, like, I wish more Zeldas gave you that opportunity to just kind of sit back and say, here's the world, go explore.
That's kind of what they did in A Link Between Worlds.
Absolutely. That's why I love that so much. I finished that. That game was great. Have you finished it yet?
No, because I was just borrowing a friend's 3DS, and then we all went home. But I think I played enough of that to know it'll be on my top 10.
Yeah,
it's
that
really
game is
fucking good.
absolutely phenomenal. Like, that game really pulls off the whole here's the world, go explore it, because they they just say, here's where all the dungeons are, go.
I think it kind of stuck a little bit towards when I stopped playing, but I feel like most of the time the game was pretty smart in giving me like enough of a hint without just telling me explicitly what to do.
Yeah, and that game is really good about like letting you get into the dungeon that you can get into the dungeon and it'll tell you what you need. And like what's great about that game is how it handles hints, because Skyward Sword is just so bad. It never stopped. And with Link Between Worlds, you always have the option to get a hint whenever you need one, but it is entirely voluntary and it costs a play coin. So, like, it's finite. Like, if you don't carry your 2DS around with you anywhere, you don't get to have any hints, motherfucker. And if you don't want to, like, it also solves the problem of, like, the white Tanuki suit, too. Cause once you get the white Tanuki suit in, like, a Mario game, because you're screwing up so bad, and it's like, it's there, and there's no consequence for not using it. So, I'm just gonna take the white Tanuki suit and bluff for this level and completely miss the whole point of playing a video game. But in Link Between Worlds, the hint is always there, but it costs something. And it costs something that cannot be obtained within the game easily. If you want to use a hint, you gotta go walk around somewhere. So, that's great. I love that. Please use that for all future things.
Also, fast travel.
Fast travel! Right at the beginning of the game, too. Yeah. Instantly. Fast travel. Like, you get, I think it's like not immediate, it's like after the first 3 dungeons you get fast travel.
I think I got it after the first one. Like, you get that really fucking early.
Yeah, it was so early, and when I first played through the game, I was like, I don't know about this. I mean, this is like a lot of stuff. And as I was like towards the end of the game, getting all of the collectibles and the Mai-Mais and whatnot, I was just using that fast travel so much, and I was like, I'm so glad I have this. Yeah. And I don't feel like this was handed to me on a silver platter. I feel like I earned it because I still had to get there to unlock all of the little, weather vanes. Yeah, the save points, the weather vanes. And I like how they have save points in a game like this, but like, oh, you need to quit out of the game and save? Okay, just go to the nearest thing and then save and then you're done. They solved a lot of problems.
They made a Zelda game for me as a guy who does not play Zelda.
They made a beautiful Zelda game. They made the perfect mobile Zelda game. Maybe even one of the best Zelda games, period.
Yeah, it's really fantastic.
It makes me so excited to see what the next console Zelda has to bring to the table.
Man, if console Zelda turns out to be like Skyward Sword, I say we write off console Zelda until they figure that shit out. Cause mobile Zelda's where it's at.
Mobile Zelda has always been fantastic. Like, I don't think there's a single bad mobile Zelda game.
Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks are
They are okay.
They're not aggressively awful.
They're not awful. They would have been magnificent games if you could have used the D-pad. Yeah. Maybe not even magnificent. They would have just been a lot better. But, like, as Zelda games, they are not bad. As their method of control is what makes them bad.
Sure.
So, and they tried something new. It was an experiment. But still, Zelda is definitely at home on handhelds.
Yeah.
And if they manage to knock it out of the park with this one, and reading all the interviews with Aonuma, he's saying stuff like he was talking to the design team and he was like looking over their shoulders like, no, I don't want you to put that hint there. And the guy on the design team was like, but they're not going to figure it out. And Aonuma was like, no, I went to America and when I said there were going to be less hints, they fucking exploded. That was such a refreshing interview to read, and then to play the game after reading that, I was like, I know exactly what he's talking about. This is great.
The hints feel smart.
The hints feel smart, and the hints cost something, and it's the perfect way to do hints in a game like this.
So yeah, Link Between Worlds, good fucking game.
Fantastic game. Definitive game for a 3DS. If you own a 3DS and you don't own Link Between Worlds, you owe it to yourself to go get it. Stop playing Animal Crossing because that game is not fun anymore.
Steven
you played Animal Crossing. I'm done with it, so it is not good anymore. That is how the world works. Like, I liked Animal Crossing so much when it came out because there was fuck all else to play on the 3DS. You had Mighty Switch Force and you had Mutant Muds. Then Animal Crossing came out, everybody bought a 3DS, and then the good games started coming out. So, get Link Between Worlds. Stop playing Pokemon for a bit. You can play Pokemon after you finish Link Between Worlds. It's okay. That's still good. Still good. I'm not done with it, so it's still good. Let me just think. What, have I been playing anything else? I don't think so. Oh, actually, I did. I got Outlast on a Steam sale.
Oh, nice.
During the Steam Fall sale. That is
like, you're essentially our horror guy.
Yeah, I love horror games, and Outlast it's okay. It succeeds in what it tries to do. It tries to do the same thing that the original Amnesia did, in that you don't have any method to fight back, all you can do is hide and run away. And that leads to some pretty nice tense moments, and they also kind of solve the problem of Amnesia being super formulaic, in that when a monster showed up in Amnesia, it worked on a very specific mechanic. Like, this monster would show up, and as soon as the music was gone, as soon as that musical cue for the monster was gone, that monster was gone. It was out of the world, out of the game. So, once you managed to pick apart that mechanic in your head, that game stopped being scary. In Outlast, you are in an insane asylum, and there are insane asylum patients everywhere. Like, they are ever present in the game, and not all of them are hostile. And some of them are immediately hostile as soon as you see them. Some of them just stay, like, ignoring you. Some of them are even a little bit friendly. And some of them are a little bit friendly, and then they go nuts and attack you later. So there's always a sense of uncertainty. So they've kind of solved the problem with Amnesia, in that they have inserted an element of surprise in what's going to attack you.
So then what problems haven't they solved? What, like, makes it just okay?
It's still, there's not much to it. Like,
sure.
The problem with Amnesia is that, like, you taking away the fighting mechanics was a really interesting idea, but it made it not as much of a game. You just kind of walked around, and when the monster showed up, you would hide in a closet, and then you would do a puzzle. And in Outlast, it's kind of the same thing. It does absolute wonders for the atmosphere of the game, because the game has this camcorder set up with the HUD. So you have to get batteries to use the night vision on your camcorder. And, oh my god, the graphics for the night vision on the camcorder are amazing looking. That game looks great. It looks like a PS4 game. It looks like proper next generation. So, looks fantastic. Atmosphere is really, really good. Gameplay leaves something to be desired, because we are still in that experimental phase with horror games. It's like, what is fun but also scary? So, Outlast, worth a try. If you are more sensitive to horror games than I am, which is a lot of people, you'll love it.
Rad.
What else? Let's see. I know I bought something else recently, but I closed Steam because people were trying to talk to me, so I can't look at it. I bought but did not play Typing of the Dead Overkill today. You know, that major zombie release that happened today, that zombie video game that released today. I bought it. Typing of the Dead.
And how was that?
It's Typing of the Dead Overkill.
What a rousing endorsement.
You know, it's worth a laugh. If you want to develop your typing skills and typing out phrases like engorged dong, then that is the game for you.
So
if you want to learn how to, if you want to learn how to spell rectal prolapse at 90 words per minute, fantastic game. I also played a little bit more of Metal Gear Solid 3. I beat Act whatever the one with Big Mama is. That game is mind-numbingly boring.
Which one?
I'm sorry. 4. Metal Gear Solid 4.
John, you're the only one here who has played that besides Steven. Say something about what he just said.
What about it do you think is boring? Because that act that you're talking about is boring. I thought it had cool concepts in theory, but it was the most bare bones version of what I feel like Kojima was trying to do, which was that little, like, follow this one dude around the town and...
Yeah, follow that one dude around the town was all you basically got to do in that act.
It was really, it was
boring.
I feel like there was supposed to be something more to that, but they just didn't do it. But, I don't know, I thought the rest of the... that game is criminally short if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, that's another problem, is that, like, even when I do get to do things, it's just like, okay, I did it. I've played 3, I know what to do, and now it's done.
Yeah, that game, it's long only if you're playing through it and, like, killing dudes, and you're not trying to sneak, or if you're, like, a newbie. Like,
Yeah.
if you're not good at these kinds of games, it's gonna take a while, but I feel like since I have played every other Metal Gear game other than that, I breezed through that shit. Like, the only reason why it took me a while to play it is because, like I said, I just would have to schedule times to sit down and watch all the cutscenes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'd have to be like, okay, I have an hour and a half to sit down and watch this cutscene. Cause it wasn't even like I was failing missions or anything. I would breeze through the missions and then I would have to be like, okay, I have to stop. I have to go do stuff in like half an hour and I can't interrupt myself watching this cutscene because I want to see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it was just because it was that act that I had previously quit on and then came back to, but it was just soul-crushingly boring. Because, like, you spend a good maybe 20 minutes to half an hour chasing around that one dude in the town.
Yeah.
And during that entire act, you get to, like, use the sleepy gun on maybe 3 guys.
Yeah.
And then you get a 20-minute long message from Big Mama where she basically just utterly destroys all of the characters in 3. That's fine. And then you get the motorcycle chase, which is very poorly designed because, again, you don't have to do much in that. If you're playing on solid normal, you don't have to do much during that motorcycle chase because it's just like, you shoot a little bit and it doesn't matter if you miss because, like, one bullet will take out the things that are chasing you.
Yeah.
And so there's not much involvement and the aiming is really bad. So you get through that.
The boss fight for that act is really weird too.
Raging Raven was so bad and it took so long.
Raging Raven was really weird. Yeah, I think that was probably my least favorite boss fight in the whole game.
All you really do with Raging Raven, unless I am incredibly mistaken, is you just kind of wait for her to come close enough for you to shoot her.
Yeah, that was pretty much what I did. I don't know if there's some kind of secret to it. I don't know.
I know that, like, there are always videos of people on YouTube that play Metal Gear Solid games and, like, invent their own games within the game. Like, there was a part in Act 2 of Metal Gear Solid 4 where there's a bunch of soldiers holding a bunch of rebel soldiers hostage. And this is the part where you're supposed to go, like, find where Naomi is. Yeah. And, like, if you want to, you can save all of the rebel soldiers, and if you do, they'll give you something. It's just, I can't be asked to do that, because sneaking around the guys is a lot more fun than sneaking through guys and trying to take them all out to save a bunch of other guys that are just going to trying to corral AI so it doesn't run off into a bunch of other guys and set off an alert.
Yeah, exactly. The AI in that game is so finicky and so broad in its vision and it's what it does that it's really hard to actually just pull off these little maneuvers, these exact skills. Like, even if you're that good, like, it's not gonna be your fault that you fuck up, it's gonna be the AI's fault that, oh, wait, no, this dude wasn't really supposed to turn around at this time. Oh, well, now I'm screwed. Now all those guys are dead. Whatever. I'll just keep sneaking around. Who cares?
Like, if you are not a fan of playing games with the AI in Metal Gear Solid 4, then it's not that much fun. It's very short. And then you just kind of you do like 10 minutes of gameplay where you manage to successfully sneak through this area after finding like the easiest possible route. And then you just sit down and watch Drebin talk about how this woman was eaten by ravens for 20 years. And then she killed everybody and she had the rage building up in her.
I still like the game a bit, but yeah, it definitely has a lot of faults. I don't know, I still have fun with it in general.
Yeah, I watched the game as a movie, before I played it, and I know that the game ends really strongly, so.
Oh, yeah, no, the whole thing on Outer Heaven is really cool.
So, I hope 5 is better for gameplay, and from what we've seen, it looks like it does.
Yeah.
Looks like it's taking a lot of cues from Splinter Cell in terms of gameplay, which some people are worried about. I'm not. Because 3 was a good game. 3 is also a very primitive game, and 4 played way too much like 3. So, I'm not saying that Metal Gear Solid needs to be babytized, but its gameplay does kind of need to be updated to be a bit more fun without having to make your own fun.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to make your own fun in a video game.
Yeah, it's like, for Metal Gear, it feels less like like, I'm playing The Last of Us now, and in Metal Gear, to compare these two, because they're both stealth games in theory, in Metal Gear,
in theory.
Yeah, in Metal Gear, the stealth aspect feels more like you're encircling a box and just trying to find a way to, like, go into it and grab whatever you need to grab and then get out. Then in The Last of Us, you're traveling through the area and you're trying to figure out a path. And it's more challenging, and when you pull it off, it feels a lot better, but it's still, like, at the same time more frustrating. And if the AI doesn't play with you, it feels really bad, which is why I was really frustrated with The Last of Us, is because I was playing through it and I would get caught even though I felt like I was doing really well.
Especially during the infected sections. Oh my god.
Yeah. It's really frustrating, but
there are a lot of times in The Last of Us where I was playing it, and I haven't even finished it yet, and I was just playing it, and then I was like, what did I do wrong? I have no idea what I did wrong just then, and now I'm dead.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
So.
it's especially bad that clickers can kill you with one hit. That's really what ruined that game.
My god.
It's ruining that game for me right now. But like I said, I'm not far at all, so it's hard to make an actual opinion on it, especially since everyone I've been talking to is telling me, it's a slow burn, wait like a couple more hours, you'll love it. I'm like, alright, but so far I'm just not really warming up to it.
Cinematic experience.
Video games.
I still think that game gets really fucking good around winter, but like if you don't want to play through, if you're not enjoying it at all, I don't really know that the really good parts of that game will do anything for you.
Yeah. I'm impressed by the technical aspects of it just because it's like, oh wow, they managed to do so much on 7-year-old hardware. But at the same time, if I want to look at really pretty graphics...
You have a PC.
I've got a really loud thing next to me right now that does that without breaking a sweat.
Yeah.
And I can hook it up to my TV because it's right there.
Yeah.
So... Outlast looks better than Last of Us does. Shrug. So,
John. So, Steven, are you done?
I suppose, yeah.
John, what's up? What have you been playing?
Well, like I said, I played some of The Last of Us. I'm liking it more than I did, but like I said, I'm still not completely on board with it. When I went to the convention, I played Dive Kick with as many people as I possibly could, because that game is just the best icebreaker ever. It takes, 2 minutes to explain the whole game to someone, and then once they get it, they have the time of their lives, and it's really fun just playing back and forth, and then also kicking their asses with my incredible Jafale. Nobody can stop me.
Speaking of...
But I
John Machonsky.
John. What?
Did you get the interview?
I did not.
God damn it. God damn it, Parker.
Okay, alright, so I'm going to reiterate this. Alex Jabali is the nicest guy in the world to me so far. Listen. He walked by my friends at, right when they got to the convention, so when I got there, maybe half an hour later, they're like, dude, John, Jabali's here. I'm like, oh shit. So I start looking around trying to find him, and he's not there. And I check Twitter, and he says that, and I @reply him, and he says, oh no, I left at 12 because I had to go to work. I was like, God damn it.
I saw you.
Yeah, I got jabailed on. But then I started talking to him again, and he's like, yeah, no, I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So he still really wants to do the interview. It's just, he's very busy, and then when he's not busy, I'm busy, or right now, I'm kinda sick, so I don't really want to interview anyone right now. I can talk on this shitty podcast because it's you two assholes and you guys
this podcast is garbage.
We love you regardless, John.
Thank you. But I just don't want to be a coffee sicko to Alex Jabali when he deserves much better. But I don't know, like I'm trying to say, he's been nothing but nice to me. He really wants to be on, and I really want to talk to him about the fighting game community down here, because Florida fighting game community just, very recently came out of nowhere to become something that's actually important, so I think it'd be really cool to cover with him and, talk that shit out. Yeah, so I'm gonna try my best to talk to him once I get over this sickness, and I will try to interview him ASAP, Because, like I said, he's a really nice guy, and I want to talk to him. Anyway, what other games did I play? Super Crate Box was free.
Oh, yeah.
Was free on PlayStation Mobile, so I got it on my Vita. And that game is really fun to just whip out every once in a while. Like, if you're waiting in line for something, or you're just chilling for a second.
It's a good poopin' game.
Yeah, it really is. Super Crate Box is super fun. It's not free anymore. It just got taken down off of, well, it just stopped being free. But I'd still recommend dropping however much it is for that game, because it's just a fun pooping game. Like Steven just said, it's a fun game to just, oh man, I got a minute here. Let's see how far I can get. Oh, I got, my friends are talking over here and not including me. I'll look really sad and play Super Crate Box until they notice me.
If you are so inclined, it is also on Steam and it's free, but that kind of removes the whole appeal of being a poopin' game.
Yeah, it feels a lot better to play.
Hey man, I'll just get my Nvidia Shield and stream it from my PC.
I have an AMD card, so I couldn't even do that if I wanted to.
Is that all, John Machonsky?
Let me think. I downloaded Borderlands 2 because that was also free on PSN, and then I looked at it for a minute and I said, I actually don't want to play this, and I didn't play it.
What a funny coincidence. You see, Mike bought me that game half a year ago, and I did the exact same thing.
I bought John that game not too long ago too.
And I would play that game with other people, so if Mike was like, hey John, you want to play Borderlands 2? I would. But see, the difference is that, like, on the PC, I know people who have that game, and I could play that with people. But then on the PS3, I don't know anybody who has it, so I would just be playing it by myself, and it just hit me that I was like, I don't want to play this by myself. What the fuck am I doing?
My PS3 friends list is like you, and then like 2 other people from Tumblr. So.
I should add you guys on PSN, now that I'm actually going to be using my PS4.
You did add me on PSN.
Oh, great,
Mike.
great.
Yeah.
You can add Steven then.
Yeah, add Steven. He's the most important.
If you want to add me on PSN, my PSN name is Steven Epps, all one word. That's it. I'm not very creative.
That's okay, Steven. Now that we're game journalists, we have to use our real name for everything. Just so people
I don't
know.
mind using my real name for everything, because I like Steven better than I like Calzone, is what I used to go by.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, Calzone is an excellent internet moniker, but
no, dude, that's
after I searched Calzone on Steam, like when I made that name like 2 years ago, I was there was like one other guy named Calzone on Steam, and he had like parsed it with a space, so it was Cal space zone. And he hadn't used his account for 2 years, so I was just like, oh, that's okay, I'll just be Calzone. I searched it again recently, and it was nothing but My Little Pony people.
Oh.
Like pages upon pages upon pages of My Little Pony avatars with the name Calzone. I was just like, what the fuck happened?
The good name of Calzone
was there a Calzone pony? Was there a Calzone? I don't know.
My little Calzone, my little Calzone.
I have no idea what happened.
Just change your name to Calzone.
I'm just Steven on Steam now.
Yeah, it's Pizzone, Pony Zone.
God damn you. Oh,
no.
Fuck you, John.
Oh, screw you, Machonsky.
See, you're right. That is a pretty good punctuation.
Your name is an excellent punctuation. It's like an impact swear.
Yeah, it really is.
Machonsky, bitch! Beautiful.
Go Machonsky yourself.
Don't talk to me like that, Machonsky.
Yeah, so I was about to say, the 3 of us should get on Borderlands 2 and like stream that or something.
That sounds like a terrible idea. Let's do it.
I'll bring in my level 60 character to your level 1s and just shoot everything.
I can be a cyborg ninja in that game, right?
Yeah.
Done. Deal.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
yeah.
So John, you're done? You both are done?
Yeah.
We all done?
What did you play, Mike?
Well.
Nobody cares. Let's go on to the news.
Speaking of Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
I played Metal Gear Rising Revengeance.
Oh,
allegedly. He allegedly played Metal Gear Solid Revengeance.
Oh, God.
Steven, you understand more about this game than I do. Would you like to explain to the audience, like, what I did?
In very basic terms, Mike went through the entire game without knowing that there was an in-game shop where he could buy moves.
Oh no, I bought the moves, I just never used them.
Meaning that he went through the entire game up until Jetstream Sam, which is the second to last boss in that game, not counting like the Metal Gear. not knowing how to parry, not having the dodge move, which is essential. It's the first move that the game makes you buy. Like, you can't get anything, like, the game gives you 3 moves to buy for the sword. Dodge, aerial parry, and falling lightning. He didn't buy any of those. So he went through the entire game without a dodge. He went through the entire game without the aerial parry, and he went through the entire game without the red hot kick. Insane.
And then I beat Jetstream Sam using the size, which is apparently crazy.
He beat Jetstream Sam using the size, and Jetstream Sam has a counter against any kind of aerial move where he will grab you and throw you.
Oh, I didn't use them in the air.
I don't know how you managed it. It's insane. I don't know what game you were playing.
I kind of knew how to parry. It's just that the game does a really shitty job of explaining it.
Like, that's...
I told you to watch a video!
Yeah, like Mike,
no!
Mike, like, that's true, but at the same time, you have, like Steven's right there, who is Mr. Character Action Game, and then you have me, who reviewed it and gave it a 9 out of 10. You could have asked us.
Yeah, that's true, but the game should also teach me how to do the thing that you need to know.
The only problem with the game teaching you how to do doing the parry is that it doesn't stop the tutorial if you don't get the parry right. It'll just give you the on-screen instructions, which are perfectly accurate. They will say, here is how to do the parry. Please do it. And if you don't do it, it'll just go on ahead and say, okay, that's fine. You didn't do it, but you know what, whatever.
It's the timing I don't think they explain perfectly. Like,
yeah, it's a bit off, but like we said, it's just...
You had resources.
I just have no...
You had no
idea.
excuse.
And those resources should be in the fucking game. And I will stand by that.
I am just astonished that you made it through that far of the game without knowing how to dodge.
And do you want me to be completely honest, Stephen? I finished the game not using the dodge.
Yeah, you finished the game. You somehow beat Armstrong without the dodge.
Yeah, I don't really know how I did it.
Okay, listen, like, I think Mike did that better than I did, because I remember when I played Revengeance, I was stuck on Armstrong for like 2 or 3 days, and I like knew how to parry, I just sucked at it. Mike somehow didn't even fucking parry and didn't even dodge, and he beat Armstrong. What the fuck is going on?
I finally figured parrying
Mike,
out.
do you have a reaction time that makes the entire world move in slow motion? And so you just didn't need the dodge?
Well, to be perfectly honest, my reaction time
you saw something
really
coming and you
good.
hit the ninja run button and just ran out of the way manually instead of having the dodge move.
No, yeah, that's what I did for the whole game. I just ran and jumped.
What the fuck?
I don't even know what this means.
My mom played Revengeance, and she got it faster than you did.
I didn't get it at all. I think I like that game.
When Mike gave me, I was expecting Mike to have a little bit of trouble because Mike is an idiot. So when he sent me a message, just this very ambiguous message saying, I can't believe how hard this boss is, I was like, oh, he must be stuck on Blade Wolf because he never learned how to parry. He was at Jetstream Sam when he sent me that message. He had already beaten Monsoon, which was a test of parrying. Like, Monsoon was supposed to be like, you mastered parrying, now here's the boss fight that goes apeshit with it.
Monsoon was tough.
What game did you play?
I'm really good at video games.
You owe it to yourself. Please, just play that game right. Play it right. It'll be so much better if you just play it right.
I enjoyed that game for the most part. It's just, like, some of the bosses seem a little poorly designed. I mean, even without the, the parrying thing. Like, I'll admit, I didn't really get it right away. The thing about, half the bosses is that the visual information they give you isn't always consistent with what you're supposed to do. Like, with Armstrong, he'll do the red flash thing, which is, he's gonna attack, parry, but then he'll do moves that you can't parry.
No.
Yeah, no.
You can?
Red flash means that you cannot parry that move. Orange flash means that you can. And then green means he's healing.
Well, then I must have
That's true. That is true for the entire game. Red flash means you can't parry. Orange flash means you can. All of the enemies in the game do that.
Huh.
Don't they explain that during, the Ray fight?
No.
Yeah.
What the fuck, Mike?
They didn't
Either Doctor tells you in a Kodak call, which Mike evidently... I just don't understand
that. Again, that's another thing that should be in the fucking basic tutorial.
It was in the game.
But it's hidden.
Your mom is hidden.
And again,
On top of my
orange
penis.
and red.
That's where she is.
Those are two pretty fucking similar colors.
No, they're not.
Not in that game. It's like a really light, like yellowish orange. It's like friggin' yellow, pretty much.
I mean, I must have
Mike,
a fucking weird TV
Mike,
or something. Doesn't
You're
show orange
wrong.
right.
You are wrong.
Jesus Christ.
You would have had a lot less trouble with Armstrong if you'd bought the Dodge.
I did buy the Dodge and then never use it.
Dodge is just, you played it on 360, right?
Yeah.
Where's my
It's
controller?
A and X, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's A and X. You just push them both at the same time and ride in Dodges.
Would you like to hear what I thought of the game in general?
Yes.
I did overall very much enjoy it. Especially like when the game gives me a ton of just mooks to slice into 1,000 pieces and then rip their spines out. I think that's where that game really shines. It's got a really rewarding combat system once you have a general idea of how it works. Like, even if you're me, who was just using light and heavy and then literally nothing else, the game still has a pretty rewarding combat system. Like, using the Zandatsu as a reward, as a,
Yeah. It is amazing how that game manages to not make Zandatsu get old.
Yeah, I never got tired of it. I would go out of my way just to do that move. It's so much fun. And then you guys are right. That game is hell of dumb, and I think it does know how dumb it is, but
it is a much different kind of dumb than DMC. Now you understand.
It's a different kind of dumb in that I think it's an Eastern kind of dumb as opposed to a Western kind of dumb. Like, Metal Gear feels like fucking Dragon Ball Z. DMC feels like Fast and Furious 6. And what that means
let me ask you a question.
Yes.
When I have been playing DMC, I've been doing it a little bit lately.
Finally.
Whenever I play it, I find myself being very bored. Because there are long stretches of that game where not much happens, and like you maybe fight one or two mook enemies, and then Dante will say something like, "Oh, this is nice," and then you get like the Heaven and Hell weapon. And I found myself bored out of my tears, or bored 2 tears out of my skull.
Bored out of my tears.
So bored that I'm mixing up my my turns of phrase here.
Well, yeah, you're just stuck in a really boring level.
I guess. But when I was playing DMC, I found myself getting very bored with the combat, and like when things would get dumb, it wasn't nearly as enjoyable as Metal Gear Rising. What is your take on that?
So, I feel like you do need to get into DMC a lot more. I feel like Metal Gear does really go crazy right off the bat. Like, you have this fucking giant Metal Gear that you're cutting to pieces. And you're
first,
just running down
first
the clock
5
tower.
minutes of the game. Yeah, first 5 minutes of the game, you get straight up Bayonetta shit.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy, and I do really like that. But I feel like when the game does calm down, it's just for really, really long, wordy cutscenes about like fucking the war economy and shit. And if you don't care about Metal Gear and that universe, it doesn't mean anything to you. Whereas,
see though, when I was playing Rising, I felt like the cutscenes were insanely concise, given that it was a Metal Gear game.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like, almost every, like, slowed down dialogue scene was either, like, about the war economy, and I felt like that was supposed to not make sense, because everybody's the delivery of the lines was so hammy. Like, whenever Sundowner would go off on a speech, it's like, "We're all sons of the Patriots now!" Like,
all I'm saying is give war a chance.
Like, I always felt that those were too hammy to be serious.
Sure, but they're there.
Yeah.
And
I guess if you didn't appreciate that, then I can understand.
Don't care about Metal Gear at all, and maybe if I like played the other games, I would be lapping that shit up.
No. You see, that's the thing, is that when I played Rising, I didn't care much about it either, and I was still lapping it up because it was so stupid.
It is stupid. I just feel like there's something missing. Maybe it's like the color scheme? Cause like it is a little drab. I feel like
it is a pretty drab
little bit more color would have really brought that shit out. Like, I think
I will concede to DMC is that it is very colorful, and the set pieces in that game are very creative.
Yeah, and I think just like adding that stuff to Metal Gear, like when it does do that stuff, it's fan-fucking-tastic. Like when you're beating Senator Armstrong's Metal Gear with like that fucking giant sword, that's great.
Get to the Zandatsu with the giant ass sword.
That stuff is so great. Like the best part of all the boss fights is when you're not actually fighting within the engine. It's when you're just doing like the quick time shit. I think
That's all in
my
engine,
favorite.
though.
Well, I mean, yeah. But I mean the combat engine, the combat
Right.
mechanics.
I get you.
And like the parts where you're fighting the mooks, that's a lot of fun. So if there was a way to like just have the boss fights be these long QuickTime things, cause like that game does those QuickTime strings really fucking well. I always felt like they gave me enough time, they were clear, they were exactly where they needed to be on the controller, fantastic.
I would like you to please replay the boss fights with the dodge move and with learning how to parry, because that makes the boss fights so much more fun.
Yeah.
The boss fights were a highlight of that game for me because of how fun they were. Mm-hmm. And I feel like you missed out because you weren't playing the game right, you big dirt jerk.
I did like some of the boss fights. Like, I really like Mistral's fight a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Mistral was great.
Yeah.
And she has one of my favorite songs in the game.
Yes.
Yeah, Mike, how do you feel about the soundtrack?
The soundtrack is really good. I feel like if they had just like kept it pumped up to 11 though, like maybe that wouldn't have as much of an effect, but I feel like the music that plays when you're just like fighting guys in the streets, it's not really as memorable, but the boss fight themes are great. Fantastic.
Yeah, the dynamic music in that game is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think Monsoon's boss fight theme is my favorite.
Absolutely, that is a good boss fight. They're all good boss fights to pick.
I was
my absolute
listening
favorite
to that music before we started recording.
Yeah, my absolute favorite in the game is Jetstream Sam's music.
I can't really remember what that is, to be perfectly honest.
It was the one about a desolate place without any trace. The mountains or the wind only won't heal. I don't know. It was like just the most like outright butt rock dubstep shit in the entire game, and it had like it had like a whistle going on through it that fit like the side of the highway fight.
Oh man, like when they're like tinkling their swords. It's so fucking great.
They're tinkling their swords against the sunset with the motorcycle in the background.
Like a fucking Mexican standoff. It's great.
It was even better if you had the sombrero on, but you didn't even know the store existed.
Oh. Yeah, I probably should have bought that sombrero.
Mm-hmm.
Adios, amigos.
Yeah, Metal Gear Rising is a fine game.
Raiden's voice sells that game for me, though. His delivery and, like, trying to sound cool, but ultimately failing is so much better than... Like, okay, cause Raiden and Dante, both of them are trying to sound cool but failing, being played completely straight. Both people are trying to sound cool and are legitimately failing. Raiden does it so much better.
Because with Raiden, it kind of fits his character, but then...
It fits his character. With Dante, it sounds like a little kid trying to sound cool. With Raiden, it sounds like a complete loser trying to sound cool. And that is what Raiden is. There's a difference between, fuck you, you sack of shit, and I am the lightning. The wind transformed. You can't beat that.
Jack is back!
You're batshit insane!
Your memes end here.
Oh my god. Senator Armstrong is the best final boss battle in the entire game. In the entire video game genre of entertainment, I would wager to say. Just as a character.
So good.
I don't know that I'm gonna put Metal Gear on my top 10, but I have a feeling you two are gonna want it on the site top 10, and after playing the game, I am okay with that.
Yeah, alright.
It is a good video game.
You can go on and play Gone Home. Men will be playing Metal Gear.
I also got to play a little bit of Assassin's Creed 4.
How was that?
It's good. It's not enough to get into like the actually good stuff, but I collected some shanties. The game runs really good on the PS4, looks really good, and I'm really looking forward to getting into like the sea stuff. I've only played a couple hours, but I'm really looking forward to that game. It seems like they made another good one. Like you're in the robes, you got your stuff, the tutorial doesn't really take too long, you're already getting into the plot, stuff is happening. It's not as bad as 3.
I would really like to play that game before the end of the year. That was a game that I was looking forward to.
Yeah,
I
imagine it'll be on the Steam sale.
I am internally debating whether I should get it for PC or like wait until I get a PS4 and play it on that.
You should get it for PC.
I know it would be way better on the PC, but at the same time it's like I really want a PS4 and that would be something to play on it.
You can play Killzone,
It's
Steven.
I can play a first-person shooter on a console? Wow, thanks.
If you do end up getting it for the PS4, I think it's totally fine. But if you think you can get a PS4 and that game before we do our Game of the Year stuff, then great. If not, get it for PC.
I would love to play that game because that's a game that you're going to play with a controller anyway.
Yeah.
And if I'm going to play the game with a controller, I would like to play it maybe on a console so that I could just slap it in there and have it look pretty without having to mess with it for like a year. There is that enticing simplicity of playing on a console than there is over playing on a PC.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just want to kick back and play on the PS4, which is already hooked up to your TV. Use that brand new nice controller without having to screw with any like settings or like use any bootleg third-party programs to maybe get it to kind of work on the PC.
I turned on my Xbox 360 for the first time in months a couple days ago, and that thing is slow. Jesus Christ. Like a fucking turtle that I've chained John to. And the turtle's gotta pull John all the way up fucking mountain.
I'm fat and it'll take a while.
I'm fatter. It'd probably take longer, but, you know, I wouldn't want to do that to a turtle. I don't hate turtles like John does. I also recently plugged in my 360. Similar experience.
Does that thing sign you out every time you change like a game or an app?
No.
So it's just me.
Maybe.
The Xbox hates you, Mike.
Yeah. And after I fucking bought the Xbox One and Microsoft still hates me.
Yep. I plugged in my 360 for the first time in months just because it has been kind of sitting under the CRT TV for several months, and now that I've set up a proper entertainment center over here, just like, you know what, I'll plug in the Xbox to it, why not? And then I remembered that I literally own 0 games for the Xbox.
You should get Rock Band Blitz and play with me. Rock Band Blitz with me, Steven Epps.
No.
I'll buy it for you.
No!
I'll buy you and John both copies of Rock Band Blitz.
I'm saying no so loud that my microphone is correcting itself.
Wait, Mike.
Yeah.
Is that for Xbox only?
It's for Xbox and PS3.
Oh, okay.
The inherent dilemma of owning both a PC and an Xbox 360 is what do you buy for your Xbox 360?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. There is nothing that comes out on the Xbox 360 that is worth playing that does not come out on the PC.
There's Rock Band Blitz and Forza Horizon, and that's it.
That's it.
For the absolute longest time, the only game that I owned for my Xbox 360 was the Devil May Cry HD collection. And that game is better on PS3 anyway. So, oops. I might sell it. Who wants to buy it?
The Xbox 360?
Yeah, buy my used Xbox 360 original model, $400. Give me just enough money. No, give me $450. I gotta get a game for the PS4.
Well, you gotta pay tax. Gotta pay tax to Obama.
Okay.
PS4.
Okay. $500.
Obama's gonna personally come down to GameStop and wait for your transaction to finish.
Fucking Obama. Stealing my money. Censoring my video games. Speaking of censorship in video games, which is not actually a topic in the news, why don't we move on to the news?
Okay.
Would anybody like to throw up a news? Because I
got
one.
some non-video game stuff, but you guys want to talk about that before or after the news?
What the fuck are you going to talk about that's non-video games? Am I going to have to kill you, Mike?
If you say anything relating to a TV show or a spin-off related to the Chooch, relating to TV shows, I'm just going to go ahead and say no.
Yeah, how about that?
I watched Breaking Bad. That's my news.
Alright, so then I guess we're gonna just do this first.
Let's do the news.
How much
video
did
game.
you finish Breaking Bad?
Yeah, I finished it.
What'd you think of the ending?
I don't know. I liked it. I liked the ending. I wish I had had more definitive closure, but I mean, with a show like that, it's asking a little much.
And there is like some pretty definitive closure in some cases. Like not every character gets their epilogue, but they finished
it was a good ending. I wish we had gotten just a little bit more for Jesse.
Sure. I can
other than that, I was satisfied with the way it ended. But, onto the news, I wanted to talk about the Dina disaster. Has anybody been keeping up with the Dina disaster?
The what now?
The Dina disaster.
Oh yeah, now that you said it a second time. I know exactly what you're talking about.
This is gonna be fun. So, recently there has been a bit of a controversy with the Mighty Number 9 Kickstarter. So, let me just give... do you know what I'm talking about now?
I do.
Okay, so, just to give a little bit of backstory, back when the Mighty Number 9 Kickstarters first started off, there was this lady named Dina. And she was one of the very first backers, and her comment on the thing was, would it not be nice if there was some better female representation in Mighty Number 9? Not an unreasonable thing to ask. The problem was that her comment was punctuated with the absolute worst fan art I think anybody has ever seen in their entire life. That's personal opinion. I don't hate Dina as a person. I'm going to get that out of the way now. I don't hate her. I think that art was awful. So, fast forward to a few days ago, maybe a week ago, I don't know. They announced that aforementioned Dina is now a community manager. What does community manager mean, you may ask? It means she's a PR lady. She was brought onto the team because she speaks both Japanese and English, and she is a community person, and she's just gonna, moderate a forum.
No, run the Twitter, run all the social media
Run the Twitter,
stuff.
talk to people. Talk with the fans, act as a go-between between the Japanese-speaking makers and the English-speaking audience.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Not unreasonable. Not unreasonable. People were like, well, now wait a minute, this Dina lady, she was the lady that posted that butt-ugly fan art day one. Who's this lady? And naturally, because she is a lady, and if you try to deny anything otherwise, that this is not motivated by her gender, you're an apologist asshole and you can go fuck yourself with a spoon. Mm-hmm. So, because she is a lady, she had to immediately be put under scrutiny. Who is this lady and why did she get hired? And so they dug through her Twitter account months upon months of shit. They dug through it to find one thing to incriminate her. And they found that her boyfriend worked at Concept, and that's how she got hired. Who cares? Right?
My favorite tweet about this whole thing is, if everyone getting mad about this controversy, is mad because this woman got hired because of her boyfriend, wait until you get to the real world. People know people to get jobs. That's how it works.
But yeah, who cares? So people are using nepotism as the buzzword to excuse their rampant misogyny. So, people are saying, this lady, she got hired because her boyfriend works at Concept, and now she's going to ruin Mighty Number 9 with her feminist ideals. This poor lady, has come under an most unfortunate Venn diagram of ire. She has fallen under the people that do not like Anita Sarkeesian because she retweeted a few feminist frequency things and posted one of Anita's recent videos. And then she also found herself under the ire of people who are really worried that Mighty Number 9 might not turn out well. They are waiting for something bad to happen to Mighty Number 9 because they are so used to having Mega Man getting fucked over. This perfect storm of ire has turned this whole thing into a gigantic fedora shitstorm.
Pony fuck toys just blowing around in the wind.
Fapple Jack is so mad right now. So, basically, this lady, she got hired as a community manager. People were like, well, who the fuck is this bitch? So, recently she tweeted, so this was bad enough, right? People are digging through her shit. They're getting mad at her. It's like, oh, this lady got hired because her boyfriend works at Mighty Number 9 and she's gonna push the feminist agenda on all of our Japanese people. And now, recently she tweeted a couple of different things. One, she tweeted that there was, really, paraphrasing here, productive day at the office, lots of designing robots going on. Mm-hmm. And immediately people interpreted this as, I'm designing the robots now. Which is an immense leap to make, and I will admit is an incredibly legitimate concern to have, because that lady can't draw. But, that is not the way that her tweet was phrased at all. The way that her tweet was phrased was productive day at the office, designing of robots was done.
People are doing things in this office, and I am also in this office. Oh god, yeah. She's gotta be running everything now because she runs
she's gonna push her quote-unquote feminist agenda. So, people are shitting on this lady left and right because she is a feminist. She thinks that maybe it would be nice to play as a girl in a video game. And she's also supportive of the concept of preferred pronouns, which is okay. What? Why are you getting mad at that? Like, let people be called whatever they want to be called, because it's who they are. So, massive Fedora shitstorm, which is absolutely disgusting to look at. And I actually got into like a kind of a big argument on facepunch.com over this, where people were it was the worst kind of argument too, where people were conceding to my points, like, no, it's okay that she's a feminist. No, it's okay that she supports preferred pronouns. No, it's okay that she doesn't hate transgender people. My concerns are legitimately with the idea that she might push her feminist agenda on the artwork. That she might ruin the artwork. That's my excuse for getting mad, is that I think she might ruin the designs. And to those people who are trying to rationalize their really fucking blatant hatred of women here, I'm just gonna put this forward and say, there are so many people at Concept, at Inti Creates, that are all working on the designs and the art assets of these robots, that if you are even the least bit concerned that this lady might add a pair of wax lips to call, don't be. Because there are way too many people that will look at that design and say no. And I think that there is absolutely nothing to worry about until we see a picture of Call that comes out that is official, that says this is the final design of Call, and she has like 3 moles on her face and giant wax lips, and she's wearing like a dress.
If not, then
shut up. Like, the lady can't draw. I'm willing to say that. I don't hate her because she can't draw. But people are saying like, oh, she's so bad. I hate her. She should be fired.
I saw some screenshots from some people that were saying that they didn't hate her because she was a woman. They were saying that she hated her because of her like ethnicity or where she came from.
Ethnicity?
Yeah.
that's even
She's
better.
like Malaysian, isn't she?
I think she's Lebanese, I want to say.
Lebanese? I don't know. All I know is that she's a lady living in Japan that speaks both fluent English and Japanese. And her entire job interview was probably, hey Jimmy, my girlfriend speaks Japanese and English fluently. Like, she won't fuck up the English language like we usually do in this country. Think we should hire her?
That's really neat of her that she's able to speak both languages, especially when we're trying to interact with fans from both countries. Let's hire her to make sure that we don't fuck up anything.
Nepotism!
Wait,
she got hired because she's somebody's
probably has the experience necessary to work in this kind of field?
She's got qualification. She's qualified for it. She's got a reason to do it. Like, her job is to speak English and say that fan art looks nice in English.
Yeah, and then
she's capable of that.
She said that she hadn't played a Mega Man game before or something like that.
Ooh, who cares?
Ooh, boy.
It's not part of her job to play Mega Man.
It's a fucking job, but like...
You don't have to have played Mega Man all the way through to be able to look at a piece of fan art and say, that looks pretty nice, better than what I can draw.
In conclusion, give us a review copy of Mighty Number 9.
No.
Dina, if you're listening, I love you and your art is amazing. Please give us a review code of Mighty Number 9 as if we haven't already all backed it.
I haven't. I'll just take the review code.
I backed it. Actually, Mike, that comes to mind. You've been saying a lot of stuff like, oh, well, Steven can't review Barkley 2 or Shovel Knight because he backed them.
Yeah, you can review those.
I didn't back them.
You just shouldn't review Shovel Knight because you've been sucking that game's dick since day one.
The secret is out. I never actually backed Shovel Knight.
Wow.
Oh, Steven,
and I did. I backed Shovel Knight. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Shovel Knight was from before I was willing to entirely trust Kickstarter.
Sure.
That's just it. I was just like, oh, Kickstarter seems nice. And by the time that I had seen Shovel Knight, it was already funded. So it was like, you know what? I will plunge my penis into this game now, but not give it any of my money until I need to buy it.
So like, I said this as a joke earlier, but why do you think, like, stuff like, a Telltale designer's girlfriend doing voice acting doesn't set people off, but this does?
Because people don't hear about it, probably. I bet if someone did hear about that.
I think it was more of a perfect storm because people already didn't like Dina. Like, because people already, like, their first exposure to Dina as a person was her post on the backer board thing saying, it would be nice if we could have a female version of Beck when like, I think they had already said that they were going to have Call playable as a stretch goal.
Yeah.
And then she put forth the idea, why don't we have a female version of Beck? And then posted that butt ugly fan art. And people were just like, did you not read the campaign? We are going to have playable Cal. Why? And then it was that combined with the fact that the fan art was so bad that people already initially did not like Dina. And then it came out that she's a community designer and people were like, nobody likes this lady. And I'm not saying that I don't like her as a person. I'm just saying, like, everybody's first impression of this lady was something that painted her in a negative light to everybody.
Yeah.
So,
like, I think in the Telltale case, like, that was only
in the Telltale case
after, like, we had heard the voice
Nick
acting,
Herman,
and the voice acting was really good.
Yeah. Like, the thing with Nick Herman's girlfriend getting a job is, like, she did it. We learned about it after we heard her do a good job.
Yeah.
We learned about Dina after we had seen her do a poor job of something. So, Dina's first impression was poor, and then she got put into a position where people were like, who is this lady? Because nobody really seems to like her that much.
And see, the problem is that, like, I could understand, like, an initial, like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, why is this lady who made this bad fan art, like, joining the team now? But then just seeing that, oh, she had networking just right there, like, her boyfriend knew the people there, and then she also has a legitimate skill. Like, you should see that and just go, oh, okay, that makes sense. Alright, she's not gonna change anything in the game, she's just gonna help them out, and whatever, she seems like she's into the game. Sure, whatever.
I think that this all could have gone a lot more smoothly if they had, in her first introductory paragraph, had said, hi guys, my name is Dina, my boyfriend works at Mighty Number 9, and I speak fluent English. And if they had spelled that out in, like, the first thing is like, hey guys, I'm Dina, my boyfriend works on the game, and I'm really excited to help out.
But see, the thing
what
is
I'm
that
going
you
to
should...
do as a community manager, what I'm going to do as a community manager is mod on the forums.
It's just
Those two sentences would have solved everything.
The thing is
you
that
shouldn't have to solve everything.
Yeah, I was about to say that she shouldn't have
That's
to...
the problem, is that there shouldn't be, like, she shouldn't have to justify herself.
She shouldn't have to be like, guys, look, I'm a lady, but I understand all your men problems, and I will make sure to not get in the way. Like, that's not what you're supposed to do. Everyone's supposed to just work together and not have to explain themselves.
She shouldn't have had to explain herself, but I think that combined with the fact that, okay, I think that the main thing that set off everything was the one tweet that came from her that implied that she was going to be drawing things for the game. And that's what set off the investigation.
It's just,
I think
like, I feel like...
I don't know. It was like this perfect kind of shitstorm of events that set off this horrible catastrophe that brought out the worst in absolutely everybody.
I just don't want to put any kind of blame on her whatsoever, or any kind
I don't want to blame, I don't want to blame her either. It's just,
and I'd also,
a poor ordering of circumstances and coincidences.
I also just don't want her to have to apologize for anything either.
No, I don't think she should have to apologize for anything. She didn't do anything wrong.
She also shouldn't have to, like, word things in an exact way, because, like I said, I feel like she's just, like, I mean,
sitting where we are right now, it's very easy to say what she could have done differently to avoid this. But it should be noted that in the initial stages of her, like, coming forward to announce this, there is absolutely no way they could have anticipated that people would have reacted so negatively to her joining the team. So there was no need to develop a contingency plan in case people, like, go, who the fuck is this lady? Like, there's no reason to do that. So it's easy for us to sit down here and say, well, she could have done this differently, but she didn't. There was no need for her to do anything differently. It's just fat man babies being bitches. My apologies to fat people.
Thank you, Stephen.
I have fat privilege, to say the word.
In a related bit of news, I'm sorry to talk about another downer right afterwards, but it's very similar, about the developer of Depression Quest, Zoe Quinn.
I heard something about this.
Yeah,
let's hear it.
Some really fucked up stuff happened.
Yeah, this is just shitty.
Yeah, it's
I don't know the story, so.
Okay, so Depression Quest is up on Greenlight. I don't know if it's gotten Greenlight yet, but it's on Greenlight.
That's the craziest thing about all this.
Alright, so I guess it's still going, and this is the game where it's a browser-based game where it's an interactive game where you play as someone who has depression, and you have to try to figure out how to balance your life with this disease. And just because Zoe Quinn is a lady and is making a video game about depression. People from a lot of people were originally saying that it was 4chan, but it's from a board called Wizard Chan. That a lot of these people started to spam her. They tried to dox her, and some people found her phone number and sent her and said like sexually harassing things to her. But she kept going. She's close to getting greenlit from what I can tell.
Greenlit is a very non-transparent process.
Yeah,
so.
it's just from what she said that she's getting closer and closer as the days go by. But it's just disgusting because people from Wizard Chan were claiming that she has no right to be depressed just because she's a woman and she can, and I quote, open her legs and have a man take care of her problems.
Jesus.
Yeah, so these guys said this about her and they sexually harassed her, and all I'm gonna say is, Choo Choo fans, I want you guys, everyone
Choo Choo fans, we don't condone this kind of behavior.
Yeah,
if we catch you doing this, I will legitimately murder you.
I will grind you to dust beneath my heel and piss on your ashes.
Yeah.
I have a gun. I will go get it and I will shoot you.
We here at Video Game Choo Choo accept people.
That's a very real threat.
We here at Video Game Choo Choo accept people of all kinds, and we do not like it when other people are harmful to others. So I want everyone who listens to this episode, I want you to go out and if by the time you're listening to this, Depression Quest isn't greenlit, I want you to go and vote for it, because it deserves more. Like, not only just because, Zoe Quinn worked so hard on this game and had shit thrown at her, and she deserves to get her work done, but also because Depression Quest, from what I can tell, is a very, very powerful game talking about a very real disease that, like, to be open with you guys, I have a lot of times where I am actively depressed, and I struggle with that from time to time. So it's a good game to understand what people go through when they're suffering from depression, and I feel like it's a helpful tool. So go vote for it on Steam, or you can play it at depressionquest.com. I want to say that's it. Yeah, depressionquest.com. You can play it now, but do vote it up on Steam, because she does deserve some money for her work.
I just voted for it right now.
Yeah, same. I would just like to say that, gamers can be pretty shitty, it seems like a lot, but I just wanted to say that anybody can be a gamer. That's why it seems like gamers can be so shitty sometimes, is because there is no standard for entry. So, whenever you see something like this, don't think all gamers are so shitty. Just remember that anybody can be a gamer. And if you see shit like this, don't be afraid to stand up and say, no, you're being stupid. Stop it.
Especially if you're in a position of power or visibility.
Yeah,
if you're in a position of power, if you're in a position of visibility, if you're just on a message board and you're seeing people shit on it, just write out something that makes sense and people will agree with it. And if people disagree with it, ask them to explain themselves, and usually they won't. If you see shit like this going on, prove to other people that there are good gamers out there.
Or hell, just try your best to make it so at least you feel good about what you're saying.
Yeah, just don't be afraid to say something.
Yeah, just get out there and speak your mind. Just speak good things. We want there to be a vocal majority of nice people who are doing good at video games, doing good, making good content, instead of just, oh, blah, 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 I hate women. Like, we need more people that are nice in this world, and if you're quiet and nice, that's not helping as much as being loud and nice.
That is the problem with the world, is that nice people are very quiet. Oh well.
So what you're saying is that since John is the nicest person on this podcast, we should affix a megaphone to him at all times, so he's always the loudest.
Yes. Since John is the purest of heart.
He's not corrupt like us.
No, he's not jaded and disgusted with the world like we are. We are Rorschach, and he's like Superman.
I don't want to be Superman. He's boring.
Have you read All-Star Superman?
Have you read The Death of Superman?
Have you read anything good with Superman in it?
Are you a real fan, John?
You're a fake geek girl.
Stop picking on me, guys.
Sad Machonsky makes me sad, Steven.
I
so
feed off your energy, John.
thanks.
Is there any levity in the news this week?
Yeah.
Well, let's hear. There's
Relative
some,
levity.
Yeah, there's some.
An entire bus full of children just died right outside my window. Let's go
you
have
see,
a look.
but they were all playing video games, so that's why it's video game related. No,
Less gamers in the world to spread their hate. That's the good news.
Alright, so there's some kind of good news, I guess. I posted about it on Choo Choo, but let's put it out on the podcast. The Skullgirls team has been running into some issues, but they're starting to get some help with that. Very recently, Mike Z announced that the Skullgirls game had to get pulled down from PSN and Xbox Marketplace because Konami decided to stop supporting it and wanted to pull it down.
Did we ever find out why they did that, or was it just like a bunch of guys in suits were like, the fuck is Skullgirls? Do we own that? Nah, let's pull it.
Konami just sucks.
Too much money.
It's mostly just because of their impending lawsuits and all this other struggles with how they couldn't pay Lab Zero for the work they did because of their lawsuit with Def Jam and all this other stuff. So Lab Zero basically Lab Zero didn't even want anything. They just wanted to say, okay, we're throwing up our hands. We're gonna stop working with you guys. Let's just move on. We're gonna move on. That's why they had changed to Lab Zero. But then Konami just decided, no, you guys have to take it down right now. But they got it to get extended to December 31st. And they are re-releasing the game as Skullgirls Encore. And on PSN, you have to just re-download you have to get a brand new version of the game. Like, it's going to be a completely separate game from Skullgirls. Like, you'll be able to actually still physically play Skullgirls, and you can re-download it just as its own game. The Skullgirls Encore will be the game that they actively, work on. Like, you'll only be able to play as Squiggly on Encore, and you'll get the new colors and the new characters on Encore. And then on the Xbox, it's just gonna be a patch. So, you're gonna
go Xbox.
Yeah, you'll get it for free. All the DLC costumes that you got already are gonna be okay to use. I think you're gonna have to re-download them on PSN, but like I said, they compared it to, PS3, PS Vita, and PS4, like how you can do crossplay. They compared it to that. It's pretty much just crossplay with DLC. But other than that, they're pretty much just trying to say that this is the new era for Skullgirls. This is, cause it pretty much is. Like, them putting out Squiggly and all these other DLC characters is them trying to revitalize the game in general. So I feel like them putting out as a complete expansion pack almost kind of makes sense, but it sucks that they were forced to do this. But thankfully, they said that it's going to be out sometime in January. On December 31st, you're not going to be able to buy it anymore, and honestly, I would not buy it at all before then. Because that money goes to Konami, and Konami doesn't really deserve the money. So just, if you're thinking about getting Skullgirls to try to support them, just get it when they re-release it with Squiggly, and just get Encore, so that way the proper people get the money for it, instead of Konami, because what Konami pulled was shitty, and they don't deserve the money.
It's nice to see, though, that, in spite of this kind of shitty news, with this next generation, Xbox One, PS4, and Steam to some extent, everybody has their own self-publishing going on now. So we won't see problems like this anymore.
Sure.
So, this is kind of a nice step that Skullgirls as a game is stepping away from its original publisher. Like, this kind of turned into a good thing for them.
Yeah.
Now that they can self-publish, and now that that's just not a concern for indies anymore, it's like a nice fresh start for the whole indie scene.
It's working a lot better for everyone. Alright, next bit of news. A very similar piece of news, actually. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and Marvel vs. Capcom 2 are getting pulled from PSN and Xbox Live as well. It seems to be because the licensing for those games ran out and they're not able to keep them actively on those sites. On PSN, it's getting taken down. It's going to be down by the time you guys listen to this. It got taken down on the 17th, which is today that we're recording this. So it's getting taken down then. And then on XBLA, it's getting taken down on December 26th. You're not going to be able to buy any DLC, so that means that even if you get a brand new disc copy, you're not going to be able to play as Jill or Shumagorath. And all the costumes are going to be unavailable as well.
Licensing stuff from Marvel stuff is so weird, isn't it?
I've been told that this happened very similarly with Marvel Ultimate Alliance back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess Marvel's just really thrifty with this shit, which is really bad because they're gonna have to restructure they could have restructured the deal, but Capcom's supposedly in financial trouble right now, so they're not gonna want to renew that. This isn't going to affect Marvel vs. Capcom Origins because that just came out and the contract obviously hasn't run out. So that's gonna be the only Marvel vs. Capcom game you're gonna be able to buy new. But other than that, this is really odd, and at the very least, if you don't have it on Xbox, you can buy Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and both DLC characters and all the DLC costumes for about $10. So it's a pretty good deal, and I would hop on that if you have an Xbox, but if you have a PlayStation, sorry, it's already gone.
Oh shit. I just remembered I played another video game.
Okay, what did you play?
I played Red Shirt. I sent you guys codes for that too.
Oh yeah.
I think you guys
sent it to me.
Yeah, I think you guys should play it before I get into detail about it on the next show.
I played Red Shirt in the sense that I sat there for 10 minutes staring at it in my Steam library trying to figure out which category I should put it in.
Put it in
I'm not
bad
gonna make
satire.
I'm not... Oh, is it bad?
I wouldn't say it's terrible. It's just, I think I need to keep playing it. I just started writing the review. I'm not gonna finish the review until I think I've had a complete idea of what that game is doing, but, I said in the opening paragraph, Red Shirt is that one guy who's really proud that he doesn't have a Facebook account and wants everyone to know how great life is without one.
Oh.
Red Shirt is that guy.
Ugh.
You guys should play it anyway because we got codes for it, but
yeah, I started it up right before we started the podcast, so I'll play it more tonight.
Yeah, I'll probably finish it up tonight. Shame. I had high hopes for that one.
Mm-hmm.
Is that all the news you got, John? Before I go into talking about
I don't think we were able to really talk about the VGX when that happened. Should we talk about that at all? Or no?
Let's just talk about No Man's Sky because the VGX were awful and everyone's already covered it.
Alright, sure. No Man's Sky looked cool.
Oh god, I'm so excited for that game. I was watching the VGX in my room while my roommate was trying to kick me out so he could have sex with his girlfriend, and while I was reacting to that, they were very curious what I was reacting to because I had told them I was doing homework and I had lied because I just didn't want to leave my room. No Man's Sky looks very good. It's everything I want from video games. You got your emergent gameplay, you got your verticality, you got your dogfights, everything looks really neat, it's got a lot of color in it. Give me that.
That game does look very interesting, but, the whole point of the game is exploring this big galaxy, right?
Kind of. I mean,
I'm just
they've
wondering...
done a lot of interviews since then, and the trailer isn't a really good example of what they're doing. The idea is, it's kind of like Journey, in that everyone has a, kind of it's a really weird game to describe. It's like Journey in that it is a big world, and you're going to be interacting with people, they're going to kind of pop in and out, and everyone has the same world, so if someone commits genocide on a planet, it's going to be the same for everybody. I think you'll be able to team up with friends and stuff, but it's not an MMO. Maybe people just appear when they're near you, and everyone wants to get to the center of the galaxy. And that's the idea. You need to get
I understand
there.
that, but I understand that the whole appeal of it is the whole exploring the galaxy as it is procedurally generated, as everybody in the world experiences the same world. And I understand that the whole appeal of the game is exploring these planets as they are generated. What I want to know is what is there to do on these planets
they haven't really
as they
covered
appear.
that yet.
Yeah. I want to know how much substance is there to this game, because the idea that they're making this randomly generated galaxy and that they can fill these planets with things to do is preposterous. So I want to know what they are going to do.
I think there's crafting. You need to be able to repair your ship and shit like that. It's if you get shot out of the sky and land on a planet, you gotta craft some stuff for your spaceship.
That does not sound like fun.
Oh, it sounds like so much fun to me. You gotta improvise your way out of a situation. Oh man, I'm really excited for this game.
Games. I love games where I can explore, and that's why I really like Minecraft a lot. But the problem with Minecraft is that when you get through the exploring, you kind of slowly begin to realize there's nothing to do other than look at the pretty things, and looking at pretty things, while it is a lot of fun, kind of loses its appeal after a while. As much as these pretty things are randomly generated, they can generate an infinite amount of pretty things for me to look at. And eventually it will all start looking the same and it'll all start getting boring and I'll be like, what can I do now? And I hope that they solve that problem because any game developer is more competent than Mojang. So, I hope that they are able to look at that problem and recognize that it is a problem and work on it instead of abandon the game and sit on your pile of money, you piece of shit.
I think in both of those games, Minecraft requires imagination. I think it's kind of going to be the same thing here.
Fuck imagination.
You're supposed to get together with your friends and just...
I play video games because I don't have an imagination.
Yeah, see, I don't know, I can appreciate...
I play in a world that makes the world for me because I can't formulate worlds in my brain.
I can appreciate a game that lets you have imagination, but at the same time, a game like No Man's Sky is supposed to wow you with the different things that it comes up with for you. They were so adamant about it being a sci-fi novel as a game, and if it's going to be oh, what magical events will you muster up in your own mind? You read a sci-fi novel to see what that sci-fi author wrote. You don't read a sci-fi novel to come up with your own sci-fi adventures in your head.
I can imagine a beautiful sci-fi world if the author paints it for me with words.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm able to fill in the blanks with my mind when I am given a framework, but the whole fun of that is imagining the world with the framework, with the words, and then experiencing the story that is already in place in this world. Mm-hmm. So, in this situation, they are giving you the world, but what else are you going to do in this world? There's not much to do, there's no way to make your own story. I don't know if that's true, but I'm worried that will be a problem. I will have to make my own story, and I am a man who, when I dream, my dreams take place in Walmart. I dream about going to stores and strange things happening in stores. Because that is what happens in my life. I stay in my house and sometimes I go to the store.
Strange things do happen at Walmart, though.
Strange things do happen at Walmart.
A magical place.
Not necessarily as strange as it gets in my dreams, but as weird as my dreams get, they still take place in Walmart.
Go to the Duck Dynasty section and just murder everybody.
If there are naked ladies with deer heads in the Duck Dynasty section, like that dream I had last night, then so be it.
I'm pretty sure that just happens, in real life.
Yes, that is something that happens in rural Walmart, Georgia.
Yeah.
There are naked ladies dressed as deers.
Yeah.
In the
Walmart
Larry
the
Duck
Cable
Dynasty
Guy
section.
Appears.
Larry the Cable Guy branded food is what they feast upon in this Walmart Valhalla.
Is that a real thing?
Yes.
Oh.
There is Larry the Cable Guy branded food in that Walmart down the street, and I don't even know what kind of food it is. I just saw a box of food with Larry the Cable Guy on it.
I need to have some.
Ran.
I need to eat this Larry the Cable Guy food with my Guy Fieri.
It's not like even food brought to you by Larry the Cable Guy, like Fruity Pebbles with John Cena on it. John Cena does not involve himself in the production of Fruity Pebbles, he just happens to be on the box.
No, I think
this is Larry the Cable Guy branded food. This is Larry the Cable Guy's food. He is not the special guest on this food. This is his food. The food is his guest.
He personally kisses each slice of meat.
He personally wipes his member on the packets of powder that you're supposed to mix with milk.
Get her done!
He gets your food done right. He farts a little get her done into each box.
He's just
get her done. They have him strapped to a big slurm factory where a machine squeezes him and he automatically just says, get her done into each box.
Lovingly caresses
torture.
Each box.
He only wants to die.
Speaking of only wanting to die, I've been watching American Horror Story Asylum.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. I watched one episode of that way back when,
The original one or the new?
Like the original one.
Yeah.
I watched like the very first episode of the first one, and if my memory serves me correctly, there was like this maid and a husband and wife move into this house, and there was like a slow kid, and the maid, like the man in the family sees the maid as this hot young lady, and then the wife sees the maid as like a gross old woman, and then the wife walks in on the maid and the man cheating on each other, and she sees the man having sex with his gross old lady. And then there is like some story about a special needs child dying in the basement. And I was just like, this is fucking stupid.
Oh, it gets so much more dumb from there. I mean, like
you've been watching the show. Am I like on base with any of these recollections?
Yeah, you got most of it down. That show is just so fucking insane. It just gets like crazier and crazier until the issue with that show. And they kind of have an issue with, it's kind of what they're doing with Asylum. The issue with the first season is that they pose a bunch of questions, answer them by like episode 5, and then they have 7 more episodes to go of just people farting around.
Hey guys, these ladies are in bondage in the attic. Isn't that creepy? No.
Zachary Quinto's in it though, and he's pretty good.
I don't know what that is.
New Spock.
New Spock. No, thanks.
I don't know what that was a really good delivery, Stephen. That was funny.
No, thank you, sir.
Also, since I'm gonna just keep talking about the things that I've seen and not played, I saw the new Hobbit last night. The movie's pretty good.
How'd you like it?
It was pretty good. Did you like the first one?
I liked the first one. I also saw the second one. I did not care too much for the second one. I felt that it was, the padding was a lot more painfully evident. Yeah. There was a lot of very painfully evident padding in it, and all of the special effects up to Smaug showing up were really, really bad.
Yeah.
Like the river scene with them going down the river and Legolas was like jumping around and jumping on all of the barrels. CGI cartoon Legolas. He looked like a cartoon. He did not look like real. He did not look like special effects attempting to look real. The way that he was animated and the way that his character model looked like it was something out of a Disney movie. Like I was going to see Frozen, and that's the way that he was animated.
Yeah, the orcs were really kind of off too.
The orcs were bad. Like in the first movie, the orcs looked great.
Yeah.
Like they were like the standout thing. And in this movie, Smaug looked magnificent.
Oh yeah.
And I can't believe that they managed to get Benedict Cumberbatch to look like that without any makeup. So, you know, Smaug looked phenomenal. But the rest of the movie looked just abysmal.
Yeah.
So
I liked it overall because like Peter Jackson still knows how to make a good action movie.
It was a good movie overall, but
it is clearly part 2 and 3.
I was ready to die by the end of that movie.
Yeah, like when Smaug's chasing them around the fucking dwarf thing, like that within that mini sequence, like they have their miniature 3-act structure. They have the opening and they have the rising action, the falling action.
The whole Smaug part was like an entire movie to itself.
Yeah, really like. So it seems like all is lost like 3 fucking times in a row, and it gets kind of tiring.
And the Half in the Bag review said something that I thought the exact same thing. As soon as I walked out of that movie, I thought to myself, I cannot wait for a fan edit of this to come out that just turns this into one movie.
Yeah.
And cuts out all the bullshit and just makes it The Hobbit. I can't wait for that.
That'll be good.
Because there is a really good adaptation of The Hobbit in there. It is buried under every single other Middle-earth story that they want to squeeze out of Sir Ian McKellen.
Like, there's a really fucking good part during the barrel sequence where, like, you just follow the really fat guy in the barrel as he's just, like, basically taking out all these orcs just by rolling around. And it sounds awful the way I'm describing it, but it's a really creative and clever sequence. And, like, I wish they'd done more of that stuff.
There's so much good in that movie buried under so much boring, plotting shit. Like, by the end of that movie, I was just sitting there dumbfounded. It's like, how is there going to be a third 3-hour-long movie? How? How is that going to happen?
Well, they still have to have the big battle.
They wasted so much time in this movie, and the movie ends 5 minutes before The Hobbit ends.
Oh, no, they still got a ways to go.
Is it safe to say that we can spoil the way that this movie ends, that people are vaguely familiar enough with?
Like, the fucking orcs have to show up, and then they have to have the battle of the 3 armies.
Okay,
that's how
I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Can I just go ahead and say how this movie ends?
Yeah, they kill Smaug.
This movie ends, no, they don't kill Smaug. They meet Smaug in the mountain about an hour before the movie ends, and then they fuck around in the mountain with Smaug, and then Smaug leaves the mountain and starts flying off away, and then the movie's over. Like, as I recall the original cartoon and the book that I read, when Smaug left the mountain, that's when some guy shows up and kills him. Like, Smaug's dead, and then, like, Smaug flies out, someone kills him, movie's over, story's over. This movie ends 5 minutes before the Hobbit story ends. What?
No, there is definitely an army, like a battle thing.
No, there's going to be a big army battle thing in the next movie.
Yeah.
But there's no more of The Hobbit, the original The Hobbit story, to be adapted. They have 5 minutes left of The Hobbit and 3 hours of movie.
No, I'm saying like the army battle is in the book.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't even remember. I thought that was like some other thing. I don't remember a big army battle.
No, yeah, there's a big army battle.
So I guess I'm wrong, but still. Like they don't have enough, they don't have, as far as I remember, I guess I'm wrong, but I feel like they don't have enough of the original Hobbit story left to fill another 3-hour long movie, and that makes me not want to see the third one because I know it will be worse in terms of padding than this one was.
I'm looking over like the stuff that they have, I'm just going off the Wikipedia summary, just based on what I'm seeing here. I could see them doing like a 2-hour movie out of this stuff, and then maybe like the rest of it is getting Gandalf out of the predicament he is in.
I just, oh my god, I just wanted that movie to be over. Like, way before that movie was over, I was ready for it to be over. Like, I was sitting there in my chair 1 hour into this movie like, okay, when are they gonna get to the mountain? When am I gonna see the dragon? And
really just drags.
When am I gonna see the dragon? I want to see them fight the dragon. And then finally, 2 hours after I was feeling that feel, I get to see the dragon, and the dragon was fantastic. And the vocal delivery on the dragon was great. It was great. And the movie was over. And then they didn't even finish the dragon. They blue-balled you with the dragon.
And then like,
they make you wait 3 hours for the dragon.
Keyhole, and you know they're gonna find the keyhole, but they just spend all this time farting around trying to find the keyhole, and they're like, oh, we didn't find it.
Where's the keyhole? Where is it? We've got to find the keyhole.
We have to find
the last light. We've lost the last light. We've got to go away dejected, and that's going to take 10 minutes while Bilbo just looks and finds the fucking keyhole. He just finds a hole in the wall that's shaped like a keyhole.
God, I wonder
and they needed like a prophecy to tell him where it was when it was just there. Like, we had 8 dwarves. We had 8 dwarves on this fucking wall, searching in all of the cracks looking for a keyhole, and they all give up after like 5 minutes, and then Bilbo just walks up to it and the moonlight shines on the keyhole, and it's just a hole in the wall that's shaped like a keyhole.
Wow.
It was so dumb! But I like the movie.
Yeah, like, we're not really mentioning the good stuff, cause like,
the bad stuff stands out so much further.
Which I guess makes the bad stuff really bad.
The bad stuff made me want to like fall asleep. I wanted to fall asleep and die in that movie.
But when it's good, it's a good fucking Lord of the Rings movie.
It was a really nice movie. I cannot wait for there to be a fan edit, or maybe even an official edit that just chops out all of the bullshit and just makes The Hobbit the movie. Give me a 3-hour long singular movie that is The Hobbit. Thank you. Come again.
I wanted to see Guillermo del Toro's version of The Hobbit. Like back when he was like,
that'd be nice.
It's like Smaug's fucking flying towards Lake Town, and you think all is lost, and then all of a sudden, fucking Bilbo shows up in Gypsy Danger, and then it's the greatest movie ever.
All of the dwarves are piled into the Crimson Typhoon. They each get an arm.
Oh, that'd be rad.
Sweet.
Like they fucking have
and then Hellboy comes out of nowhere.
Theme.
This is how you know when the movie is boring. When like after the movie comes out, you're like thinking it's like, wouldn't it be so much nicer if this just completely stupid thing happened? Like,
well, that's how I am with all things.
Yeah, but I get that a lot when I'm watching like slice of life comedy anime. That's something that I get in like the span of half an hour where a bunch of girls are sitting around a table telling jokes. My brain often wanders away and thinks, wouldn't it be cool if like a mobile suit busted through the wall right now and that was what the rest of the episode was about? Wouldn't it be nice if Ryuko from Kill la Kill burst in through the wall right now and had to fight Tsunagiyama? That would be great. I want to watch Kill la Kill instead. That's how you know when something is a little bit too slow paced for you. And this movie did that for 3 hours.
The series finale of Beyond the Boundary just has fucking Dante from DMC show up.
Are you watching Beyond the Boundary now?
No, but like everyone I know is watching it, and it's just on my Tumblr all the time.
Beyond the Boundary, okay, I'm gonna rustle some jimmies with saying this. Beyond the Boundary
Here we go.
is not a good show. It's not.
Ooh.
Beyond the Boundary is a really cute show with a lot of really nice characters. I love all the characters in Beyond the Boundary. The show is not good. I love them. I love the main character. The main character is adorable. I love all the scenes with her. I love all the guy characters. The guy characters are hilarious. Show's not good. Everything that these characters do is boring. When it comes time for serious time in the plot, that show is boring as hell. There is one episode that was really nice where it was just a wacky adventure where all of the guys get together and they start hunting this monster, and the only way that they can successfully hunt this monster is to dress up like a bunch of idols and do a dance number with them, and the whole show is about them getting farted on by this monster, and it's hilarious. I want the entire show to be that, but when the show puts on its serious pants, it's fucking bad. Really fucking bad and boring.
So I just had to Google what Beyond the Boundary was because I know the fuck you were talking about, because everyone I know just calls it like Kyokai no Kyo Kana, and I'm like, okay.
Kyokai no Kanata is what it's called. Yeah, K&K. And I think it's very funny that there are two shows. One is KLK and the other one is K&K, and they both feature a easily flustered lady with a red sword. And one is just so much better than the other.
I don't know, like, I have friends that keep telling me that K&K is really good, but then like I look up, like,
those friends are lying.
I see like gifs from it, and all I see is like this guy going, "Oh, I have a glasses fetish," and she's like, "You're like, disgusting."
That guy's funny. The character interactions where the guy with the glasses fetish is creeping on the girl is funny. But at the same time, these are also the same people that say they couldn't watch Kill la Kill because it made them uncomfortable.
See, that's the thing, is that
And Kill la Kill stops doing that after the third episode and just goes into crazy Gurren Lagann shit.
I'm on the boat where I don't want to watch either of them. So I'm the
Kyokai no Kanata is a bad show with good characters. Kill la Kill is a good, fantastic show with a bit of a creepy start. Because the one thing that everybody was getting mad about with Kill la Kill is that, like, everybody's creeping on Ryuko. It stops after the third episode. She stops being embarrassed by it, and it stops being a thing, and the show just goes into full-on Gurren Lagann, completely off-the-wall, batshit insane stuff. And even weirder is that the show has now officially more naked men than it does naked women.
Well, I'm on board.
I'm on board. I mean, if you want to see giant robot, if you want to watch a bad show with good characters and lots of dumb sex jokes, watch K&K. If you want to watch a show where it is Gurren Lagann but with a mech that looks like a kendo suit that shoots bamboo sticks at people out of a Gatling gun, and then he cuts out his own eyes and then he can hear into space because his hearing is so good after he cuts out his eyes, watch Kill la Kill. That show's awesome.
Or if you're like me and Steven, and the idea of a girl wearing a fucking sweater and glasses is something that is good for you to hear, then I guess watch K&K.
I mean, a girl wearing a sweater and glasses is nothing to sneeze at. And that's why I'm willing to acknowledge that K&K has its appeal.
I feel like our fetishes should be a lot weirder than they are, Stephen.
I know, right? Like, back in high school, I was the guy. I was just the guy. Like, hey, you want to see some weird sex stuff? Call Steven. He'll show you a picture of a can of Mountain Dew fucking a sandwich. Like, I made $20 watching Two Girls, One Cup back when that was a thing, and it didn't even faze me. I was just like, this is gross. Can I have my money now? And yet, when it comes down to it, our fetishes are like, I really think sweaters are sexy.
How many clothes can we put on this woman?
How, like, the more clothed this woman is, oh yeah. I like sweaters and I like glasses.
That makes no sense. What?
Let's move on to questions.
No, I'm not finished, John.
I'm not finished talking about my fetishes. You know what, John? You want to go for it? You want to talk about your fetishes? What gets your dangle in a wang?
No, I'm not talking about it.
I was actually just going to talk about Frozen.
No, John, go for it.
No,
John, go for it.
No.
Don't worry. No.
Yeah, John,
I'll talk about my fetishes. I'll talk about my weird fetish.
No.
How about it?
Yes. Let's talk about your weird
Nope.
fetish.
You want to talk about my weird fetish?
Yeah.
I'm into exhibitionism. I think that when ladies go outside naked in public, it's hot. Now it's your turn.
No, I'm good.
So,
Mike, what about you?
what about me? What are my weird fetishes?
What's your weird one?
Pajamas, I guess.
Oh yeah. Girl wearing pajamas with glasses?
So I saw Frozen, and that movie's really fucking good.
Is it?
Yeah, so the thing about Frozen is that
both of the protagonists are white.
the thing about Frozen is that they've been marketing it as trying to be a DreamWorks movie, and it's definitely not that.
Tangled did the exact same thing, and I really liked Tangled when I went to go see it.
Then you might really like Frozen, because, and I know this is kind of similar to what happened with Your Next, where I said, oh, you should watch this because it's a deconstruction. They didn't really enjoy Your Next that much. I still think
I did not.
I still think you should go see Frozen, because it is a deconstruction. It is pretty similar, subtle in the way it deconstructs like the Disney princess, like 90s Disney genre. But it's also really funny on its own. And that snowman that's been in everything, not annoying. The movie actually really picks up when he first shows up.
Really?
Yeah, it's a solid fucking movie. And I've been listening to the soundtrack.
Because there was one thing that I've always hated about Disney movies is how the obligatory comic relief characters can ruin the movie. My favorite Disney movie would be Hunchback of Notre Dame if the gargoyles were not in it.
So like the thing with the snowman character is that he is a snowman who really wants to see summer. And one of the characters is like, this is like taking an almost sadistic glee in knowing what's going to happen to him. And that's the kind of movie Frozen is.
Okay, I'm on board.
Yeah, I think you should really see that movie.
Okay, I'm on board for Frozen.
Yeah. Go check it out and then tell me what you think, Steven.
Squidward characters are always delightful. If there is a character in the movie that's like, the cute one's gonna die.
Yeah, his exact line is, I'm gonna tell him. Like Olaf sings his big fucking song about how much he wants to see summer, and just his line is, I'm gonna tell him.
I'm gonna tell him when it happens. Like, as he's marveling at summer, I'm gonna tell him what happens.
And the twist in the third act is pretty fucking good. It's just as good as you've been hearing, if you've heard anything about it. And if not, forget it.
I've heard that Frozen is much better than I anticipated.
Yes.
Which is baffling. I'd really like to go see it.
My only problem is that they do kind of like do a lot of shit in like the first 10, 15 minutes. But like once that gets out of the way, like it does give the movie a little bit more room to breathe.
Yeah. Okay, I can feel that.
Highly recommended. And then John Machonsky, do you have questions for us that are about our fetishes?
We got a couple goddamn questions in our Tumblr ask box that is on videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com. You can also send in questions to at VG Choo Choo on Twitter, and also to our email, podcast at videogamechoochoo.com.
We don't have any questions from there, because no one emails anymore.
That's depressing.
You're depressing.
I know I am. I'm depressed.
Oh shit, now I feel like a dick. That was just like my fucking instinct. God damn it. I'm sorry, John.
No, don't be sorry. I just goofed on you. Anyway, our first question. Okay, we got two questions that are pretty terrible, but I'm gonna still ask them because
Great,
go for it. Okay. Let's hear it.
First one is from Tumblr user Shoeless. Shoeless asks, which Namco High character do you want to fuck the most?
I think we already covered this. Like, John wants to fuck Terezi.
What was she?
I don't want to fuck
Namco High.
I don't want to fuck
John wants Terezi to put her foot up his ass.
No.
Yes, John is the one that wants that.
Yeah.
Yeah, John, what's wrong with you?
Look, if there's any
wanting that thing to happen to you.
If there's any character in Namco High that I would want to have hilarious sexual escapades with, it would have to be the drum.
Let's see. If I were to pick a Namco High character to romance, it would probably be Dave Sprite. Because Dave Sprite has always been my go-to Homestuck character for jokes. Because nobody expects Dave Sprite. Whenever I go like troll roleplay on like the erotic Homestuck roleplaying stuff, I would always pick Dave Sprite because nobody knows how to handle Dave Sprite because he never does anything. He is just Dave but orange and also a bird. And so people try to roleplay at me like I'm Dave and I'm just like, I'm bird, bitch. Also, one thing that I wanted to say about Namco High real quick, I looked at some screenshots of it from people that are like playing it right now. That Jane fan art or the Jane character art, still really bad.
Yeah.
And they use it for the game just as her art, like it doesn't change.
Ugh.
So that weird ass arm that she's got going on and like the entire lack of a torso,
Ugh.
entire game like that.
Is it just static sprites the whole time?
I think they changed like little bits,
Ugh.
like absolutely minimal bits.
God damn it.
And considering the amount of wealth that Andrew Hussey has up his sleeves, and the amount of money that game probably made already, they could have definitely afforded to draw multiple sprites.
Yeah, come on.
And what's even weirder is that the lady that drew Jane, really good artist. Like, they do a lot of really good, like, Felt and Midnight Crew stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So what the fuck happened?
Yeah, I feel like they just phoned it in real bad for that one.
Yeah, so I'm really glad that the Dave sprite art is good, at least.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably, drop my drawers for Terezi just so I could see what the deal is with that and then rub it in Homestuck fans' faces for all eternity.
Mike, no, you don't want.
I don't want to do that.
You don't want to get in with them. That's a rabbit hole. That is a rabbit hole. Also, I'm on the
fine,
Namco high tag
shit.
right now. I'm on the Namco high tag right now.
Oh, boy.
And the only characters that people are dating are Dave Sprite, Terezi, and Jane. Those are the only characters that people are taking pictures of. And the okay, no, there's one of the Galaga ship.
Good, because that would fuck the
One.
Galaga ship. God bless you, John.
Evidently, Dave Sprite does a lot of fourth wall breaking stuff.
That's good.
Oh my god, hold on. No, this is actually pretty wonderful. This is a picture of Dave Sprite sharing with you, Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff.
Oh man, I might have to play this game just so I could see the Sweet Bro and Hell Jeff stuff in it.
That would definitely make dating Dave Sprite worth it.
Oh man, I gotta see all kinds of sweet. Oh god, what if there's like a new comic that you see early? I gotta play this game. Oh, wait,
I hope they make a second Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff book.
I do too. But look, wait, I just realized something. They skipped over one. I think like number 29 was never shown. Maybe that's what's in Namco High. Oh god, I gotta play this game.
You've got it.
So, if Namco High comes out before the end of the year, you guys have to play it and report back for Game
It's
of the
out
Year.
now.
Oh,
It just came out.
well, then you guys.
Yeah, I'm not buying that shit.
Yeah, no,
Are
I'm
you
not gonna
kidding
pay
me?
any money for that.
I'm gonna
Ask
figure out
for
how
a
to
review
pirate a
copy.
browser-based game.
You guys,
Oh yeah, I can do that now,
you
can't I?
both have Video Game Choo Choo emails.
Listen, I do not want those people to know my email address. I do not want to be on a mailing list for something that just no. Especially because I am the Namco High hating guy. Like, they'll find out who I am and they'll just be like, ha ha ha, no, but I'm gonna send you
No,
gore all day.
John, you know what you should do?
What?
You should get a review copy, right? And then write the review. And then put it on your blog. And that way people will come to our site expecting, and I don't care if this is what they actually see, but they'll expect to see you hating on the game, and then they'll probably like leave an angry comment and then click our blog, and then we'll get money.
Mike, I do not want to go down that road. I am not going to be like,
The die is cast.
no, guess what? It's not. I am my own man and I'm not going to let you rule over me like that.
Die is cast.
He is
John.
all he is of me.
John.
Say it.
What?
I am
That's
all
good.
I am all of me.
I am all I am, all of me.
There you go. Now you're Shadow the Hedgehog.
Any other questions?
Okay, we got another.
Why are there no options to date JoJo and Namco High?
No, here's the next question about
If you
Namco
could date any one JoJo character, which JoJo would you date in Namco High?
Okay,
Which JoJo?
does it have to be a JoJo or does it have to be a
It has to specifically be one of the JoJos.
Okay, then Joseph.
I agree. Joseph is the best.
Yeah. Alright, here's the next question from Tumblr user Conrono Rock.
Oh,
Thank you,
okay.
Yeah, Conroe. How you doing, Conroe?
Rock. Okay. How do you feel about the Namco High business model?
Oh my god, Namco High.
The way that I understand it, they charge like $10 for the basic game and then like additional money for additional characters. And I think those additional characters you are paying extra for are the Homestuck ones. So
No, not all the
That's a
characters.
really good scheme.
No, not all the characters are available, I don't think. I think you have, no, yeah, you do have to pay money for a certain amount of characters. I think there are free characters, and then there are characters that you have to buy.
Yeah, all the Homestuck ones are behind the paywall. A+, 10 out of 10.
That's what I would have
Where
done.
they belong. Andrew Hussey knows how to make money.
I have literally no opinion on this whatsoever.
If you pay $500, they'll give you a Letterman jacket.
Yeah.
So,
Wait.
Namco High is legitimately like the skeeziest thing I've ever approved of.
And
Andrew Hussey knows that his fans will pay $500 for something with his name on it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, people...
If that makes the Homestuck game better, then go ahead.
People pay like, what, $10,000 for something with his name on it?
I don't know.
I thought it was like $10,000. Well, it was, I think, like $1,000 to get your troll in there. Your fan troll.
It was like $10,000 to get your fan troll in there, and there were two of them, and one was like from a guy in the army that says that Homestuck is like his relief.
Yeah.
And then the other one was, I don't remember who the other one was. I think it was just some rich asshole kid. Don't quote me on that if you listen to the Choo Choo. If you listen to the Choo Choo, feel free to step forward and say that you're not a rich asshole kid. You're, a poor asshole kid that misappropriated donation funds. I don't know who you are.
He saved up his food stamps and just sent food stamps into Andrew
all I know
Hussey.
is that I know that
that fan troll.
All I know is that one person deserved, like, their story about it was heartwarming, and I don't know the story of the other one. That's all I know.
Yes, Stephen Epps does not hate the troops.
I don't hate the troops.
Yeah, that's John's job.
Of course.
Any other questions?
John hates the troops.
Yeah, you really hate those troops.
I hate most everyone.
You should really...
He actually wants them to stay in the Middle East because he hates them so much. He never wants them to come home.
John is basically the Taliban.
Listen, I just want war to go on forever. Can that happen? That'd be cool.
You want to...
He's using war as a
Senator
business
Armstrong.
to get rid of war as a business.
America's diseased.
And you're just another maggot on the shit pile.
Yeah.
It was such a stupid exchange because Armstrong changed his stance like 10 times.
It's a fun game.
The best part of Armstrong is that he was like all of the Metal Gear villains rolled into one with all of their beliefs conflicting with each other. That was what was so wonderful about it.
Just like a real politician. You couldn't see it, but I just like smiled really hard right there. Hey!
But to answer your question, I'd fuck Dave Sprite. He has a cloaca, right?
I'm pretty sure he does.
Yeah.
You gotta pay the Huss troll if you want to get in that bird's hole.
Yeah.
You gotta pay the Huss troll to get in.
Alright,
Steven, when are you gonna watch Always Sunny?
I was thinking pretty soon. I have it on my Netflix queue.
It's basically Video Game Choo Choo the show, I think.
I just finished up Breaking Bad last night, so if I don't start Always Sunny, like tonight, maybe tomorrow, I don't know.
I hope you enjoy it.
What's the next question, John?
Yeah, John?
Our next question is from Tumblr user PSI Tick. Thank you, PSI Tick.
Thank you.
He asks, what is the Christmassiest Christmas video game?
Die Hard.
The Die Hard NES game? Is that your answer? That shitty ass game?
Yes.
SSX Tricky for the GameCube.
My answer is Bible Adventures on the NES.
It's tricky. Tricky.
I never
Tricky.
actually played SSX Tricky, but I have 2 copies of it over there.
Can I have one?
Sure.
Great.
Come over here and get it. I have Buku GameCube shovelware over here, and I got some of the good games.
Those pictures
Mostly
of
it's
you
crap.
posing with the GameCube shovelware are A, fantastic, and B, going on the Choo Choo calendar.
Absolutely. I just took the first one with me wearing the Yushanka in the 2 games, just as a joke, and then Grawley reblogged it. Shoutouts to Grawley if you listen to this. And Grawley has like 30,000 followers. Mm-hmm. So then I was like, well, I just can't let that go on, so it just kept escalating, and then I saw the skull on the bookshelf a couple of rooms over. It's like, oh yeah, that's going on there. Then I found like 2 copies of Shrek that I own. Then I got all my Maddens together. I got all of my Madden copies together, and I noticed there was a space empty, so I looked on my shelf and I said, Taz. Taz will fill that hole. Yeah, what a night that was.
Alright, so,
there's a Saints Row Christmas DLC. I don't know how Christmassy that is.
It's pretty Christmassy. I'm still standing by my Bible Adventures because of Baby Moses.
Baby
Moses.
I own a copy of Spiritual Warfare for the NES.
Oh, shit.
Every time I have tried to get it to work, it has produced the most soul-wrenching screeching sound that I've ever heard, And then my NES, like, starts getting really hot.
Oh god.
That cartridge is ironically possessed.
Yeah. There's a demon in that cartridge. Speaking of demons,
Yeah.
I watched a horror movie called the WNUF Halloween Special.
What?
It is in the format of a fake news broadcast from the mid-1980s about a live seance in a supposedly haunted building. As a fake news broadcast from the 1980s, it is absolutely phenomenal, and it is worth watching for the artistic attempt at that. As a scary movie, it blows chunks. I'm sad to say.
Well, that's a shame.
I remember Red Letter Media talking about that.
Yeah, I watched it because of them, and I was just like, wow, I'm really glad that I didn't pay money to see this. But as an artistic endeavor, it was really nice, and I bet it would have added something to have, like, more people in the house and to have it on the VHS tape like they originally sold it. I got this VHS tape at a yard sale, and it was so weird.
Yeah.
I don't know where it came from. Like, pretend that you don't know what it is. But yeah, that was a dumb movie. We got any more questions?
Yes. One from a anonymous user.
Ooh.
It's one of you two fuckers. I'm not going to say my weird fetishes.
What was the question?
It just said, John, what are your weird fetishes? And I'm not going to talk about that.
John, at least say one. At least say one.
No.
We've shared.
No.
We've been open.
Mike, what? Okay, Mike, you've described your vanilla ones, and you said that pajamas was your weird one.
Yes.
But come on, what's your weird one? What's your weird one?
I'm trying to think. It's like,
What's the one that makes you like start chuckling a little bit when you try to admit it?
I'm thinking.
Do you like poob?
Who?
Do you like small boobs?
I don't really know.
What is it? What's your
I'm not a connoisseur.
weird one?
I'm not a breast connoisseur.
So you don't like boobs.
They're fine, I guess.
You don't have a specific preference to what kind of boob you enjoy?
No, not really.
You hear that, ladies? He's not picky.
No, I'm not a very picky man. I'm very boring.
So you don't have a deep, dark one.
I've always thought the
You don't
idea of
have
having sex with a woman wearing a full suit is good. But I don't know why.
There you go.
Is that weird enough?
I mean, that's still clothing oriented,
Yeah.
but I can safely confirm that women in suits are very sexy.
Yes. This is a weird podcast.
I say as I glance over to my Figma of Saber wearing a suit right now doing a dive kick.
John, is your weird fetish dive kicks?
Yeah, I was gonna say, any girl who can play dive kick with me is pretty sexy.
I will only
John.
date you if you main the Baz.
John.
Oh no, if you play as the Baz, we're through. What, Mike?
John Machonsky.
Yes.
Does a certain lady listen to this podcast and that's why you're not saying anything? Have I cracked the case? Have I solved the mystery? Have I
I don't know if
uncovered
a
the
certain
truth?
lady listens to the show and she knows what you're into, man. You know.
I don't
It might
want to.
not be a bad thing for her to know
I don't want
that.
to bring in my personal life to my video game podcast. That's why.
Well,
You have a life outside of video
Yes.
games?
That's okay, Steven. I got a better idea, right? Okay, now hear me out.
Okay, let's go.
What about if we make up weird fetishes for John and then tell everyone this is what he likes?
No.
Okay, John has a fetish for hating black people. He's from Florida, after all.
I hate you people so much. What the fuck?
Do you hate me because I'm black? Do you hate Stephen Epps because he's black?
You're not black.
I sound black.
You're white as fuck, dude.
My name sounds black.
No, you're white as
If my mom had had her way with what my middle name was going to be, I would have been Stephen Jamal Epps. And that is not a joke. She was gonna name me that because it would have gotten me scholarships.
You guys are fuckers.
I'm not a fucker.
You are.
No, you're a fucker because you won't play.
No, you're right. You're
You
right,
won't play
Steven.
along.
I don't play.
John, you're right.
What?
You don't hate black people. It's the Asians you hate.
Loathe them.
I don't hate.
As we all know, John thinks that Pearl Harbor was not properly revenged. That is why he hates anime so much.
Yeah, I got big problems with Kill la Kill because it was made in Japan.
That's exactly why John refuses to watch it.
Yeah, I say as I glance over at my tabs, and one of my tabs is fucking JoJo. Sure, all right.
Yeah, I remember I was talking with John the other day.
JoJo stars an American and he speaks English, so.
No, it's fine.
I was having a conversation with John the other day. I just teleported down to Florida to have a conversation with him. We were walking past a Chinese restaurant, and John just walked over and threw up on their steps, and then walked away. And then pushed a black guy over.
He wasn't even sick, and he had the hugest stiffy.
He stuck his fingers down his throat, messed around with his uvula a bit, and then just everything came tumbling out.
Why are we talking about this?
Because you won't tell us what your weird fetish is.
Because I don't have one.
Bullshit. Bullshit. Bull fucking shit. Let's hear it, John.
And even if I did, I don't want to talk about it.
Why?
John,
what possible reason would you have for not exposing weird fetishes on this public podcast?
I thought we were friends.
We are, but I don't talk about with my friends. I don't talk about this shit.
John, if you really love me, you tell me. I'm sorry, John.
That's fuckers.
That's the next question.
That's a real fuckers. Our last question on Tumblr is from Tumblr user The Masked Negro. Thank you.
Our masked chum.
Yeah, he asks, what is the best video game related present you ever got?
Ooh.
I can answer this one.
Question. I didn't do that.
So this one year, I can't remember how it happened, but my DS Lite definitely broke. And, I was pretty torn up about it. And my mom was like, oh no, we can't get you a new one. You fucked up. You broke your DS Lite. And then I got one for Christmas. It was kinda nice. Like, she was deliberately telling me that she couldn't get one to like dash my hopes and then build them back up, which as I'm saying this sounds kinda terrible. But it was a pretty nice memory, you know? Get the DS Lite. Get the new DS Lite and you feel better about breaking the old one.
Okay, I got one. 1 year when I was almost too young to remember. Like, the only reason I still remember this, I was so fucking young, but I remember it because it was so awesome. I spent my Christmas with my dad, and he gave me an entire, like, Pokemon-themed cornucopia of Christmas presents.
Ooh.
Like, got me a Game Boy Color, he got me Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow. He got me, like, so much stuff that I don't even remember it. Like, just a shit ton of Pokemon stuff. I was ecstatic being that little kid. And I think that was, like, my first Game Boy Color. So, like, I don't know if it was a Game Boy Color or if it was, like, the original Game Boy. But if it were not for that Christmas, I would not be the big video game man that I am today.
That was your defining moment?
That was my character defining moment, was that one Christmas where my dad just gave me a giant fucking pile of Pokemon stuff.
Yeah.
And that's how I am. That's my dad's fault. That's the way I am today. My dad bought me a whole bunch of Pokemon stuff, and now I'm this guy. John, what are your fetishes?
Okay, so the best video game present that I ever got. I have two. I have two.
Mike, take a breath. Jesus Christ.
That was really well timed.
Mike, I'm not that funny. Stop. Stop.
John,
so my first one. My first video game present.
Let's help Mike out here for a second. What does a ghost mend his sheet with? Ask me.
I don't know. What does a ghost mend his sheet with?
A pumpkin patch.
Oh,
Mike, do you feel like laughing anymore?
A little bit.
That one is actually pretty funny.
Okay, John, tell us about your gift.
Did that kill it?
Yeah, that killed it.
So I have two gifts. My first one would have to be, when I first got my first Game Boy, my dad claimed that he found a Game Boy in his truck and a copy of Pokemon Red, and it was just, like, because he used to do shipping in the back lots of, like, warehouses, so the trucks would go from guy to guy, and I guess some dude just left his Game Boy in his Pokemon Red. And he gave it to me, and I played the shit out of it. Like, I played it so much that my copy of Pokemon Red doesn't work anymore, because I just played it so hard.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
You broke a Game Boy.
Yeah. And then my other favorite gift is a little bit sadder. It's more like a memorial kind of thing. My grandmother was really, really into Nintendogs. And, when she passed away, she gave me her DSi and Nintendogs. And just like when she was still alive, it worked perfectly fine. And her dogs, she walked her dogs and fed them every single day, never skipped a day. When she died, my grandfather said, John, she wanted you to have this DSi, you take it, it's yours now. And I tried to work the thing and it just didn't work anymore. It was like it died with her. And I still have it though, to remember her. But I will always keep that DSi just to remember my grandmother, and just she fell in love with that game. She loved that, and she also loved Pokemon Pinball Ruby and Sapphire. She kicked ass at Pokemon Pinball. It was really cool. My grandma was really nice, so I treasure that DSi to this day.
That's really sweet.
I hate to. That is a very sweet story, but breaking news just happened.
Oh.
Here's the headline. Xbox One's 24-hour check-in DRM returns during Killer Instinct tournament.
Oh boy.
Huh.
Evidently during a tournament of Killer Instinct that was being broadcast on Twitch, the Xbox One that it was running just fucking stopped and said, it's time to check in. How did that happen? Maybe they used an unpatched Xbox. You can't turn on the Xbox One without that day one patch, which means it was patched back in, which means the fucking check-in is back.
I'll have to test that with my Xbox tonight.
I don't know, because, there's a video of it happening, too.
Maybe it's just a freak thing, but yeah, it couldn't hurt to test.
Maybe it was just a freak thing, but I wouldn't put it past Microsoft to do that. Just out of nowhere, put it back in.
Yeah.
It'd be very stupid of them to do it, but I'm not putting it past them.
I also have some breaking news.
Okay, go ahead.
Penny Arcade fucked up again.
Oh, well, they do this.
Didn't the Penny Arcade report shut down?
Yeah, it did.
That was news. We had to say that. Penny Arcade report finally fucking shut down.
I'm not excited.
P4R Gaming, which is a satirical news website, had the best headline for it.
I really love that site.
P4R Gaming ran the headline, satirical website, Penny Arcade report shuts down.
By the way, I've been meaning to tell you guys, new editorial mandate, we have to, compare everything in video games to a girl's breasts. When Ben Kuchera did it, I thought, genius, we should all be doing that at the Chooch.
What are you talking about?
Oh, he did that. You didn't know about that? He compared, the DualShock 4 to the first time he cupped a girl's breast in the backseat of a car.
Well, let me tell you something. I really enjoy using the Xbox 360 controller almost as much as I enjoy thinking about sometimes touching a girl's boobs every once in a while.
I mean, boobs are nice, but,
video games are better.
Yeah.
Video games are better.
The DualShock 4 is pretty fucking good.
I'm sorry,
It's
ladies.
an unfair comparison.
It doesn't compare.
So, the breaking news is that, they're doing, diversity lounges at PAX. They have safe spaces. And they're calling them diversity lounges.
Diversity lounges?
I just want to make sure that is what they're saying. I want to make 100% sure, but that's the thing I've been hearing the most.
They're making safe spaces at their convention for minorities and women to associate in public without being discriminated against. And they are doing this, they're calling them diversity lounges. Which, is a really bad joke that it's definitely gotta be a joke that they're making a joke at the expense of people that feel uncomfortable going to their conventions, given the fact that they make racist and rape jokes there constantly. And it implies that the rest of the convention is not a safe zone.
See, if you were horrible and cynical, like us, you might look at this as them trying to keep all the troublemakers off to the side.
They literally might as well just have, put a line in between it and just have, a whites and colored section. They might as well just do that.
All the women go here, all the coloreds go here, all the whites go here.
Yep.
I'm gonna sneak into the other sections. They're probably a lot better.
Yep.
What I'm saying about this is that even as a joke, they have designated safe zones within their own convention, which implies that they are acknowledging that the rest of their convention is not a safe place.
They are going at this the worst fucking possible way. I can imagine,
These people deserve to be hit by a bus.
Like, I am just trying to imagine the concept of, like, forming in their heads. Like, okay, we have gotten shit on by a bunch of different prominent game developers and people in the press about not being good for women or for people that aren't white.
Should we make all of PAX a safe zone? No, let's just
No.
have a couple pieces.
No.
A couple of pieces. Just do it as a joke. It'll be funny.
Let's make sure
That's how
that
segregation started, as a joke.
Let's make
Absolutely.
sure that all the fucking dumbass white pieces of shit that need to feel like that they're still in charge, make sure that they get coddled like little babies to make sure that they keep spending money on our convention so they don't go somewhere else and take their fedoras with them.
Take your utilikilts out of my convention center.
No,
Hey, hey.
I want those.
Don't talk shit about utilikilts.
I want those utilikilts.
I want one.
I want those utilikilts right in that convention, but I want it to be a safe place where anyone can wear a utilikilt and not feel persecuted.
Do not you dare talk shit about the concept of a utilikilt.
What about toe
is-
shoes?
Because the sooner that I, as a man, can wear a dress and have a purse.
Oh man. That is the ideal scenario.
Exactly.
Yes.
Just
Exactly.
If I can't,
let the boys swing in the breeze.
The day that I, as a man, can go out in public wearing a dress and holding a purse with all of my shit in the purse instead of in a pocket, and I can carry more shit in that purse than I could in my pocket, that is true utopia.
See, that's why I wear cargo shorts. Cargo shorts look terrible, but you can put so much shit in them.
Yeah.
Cargo shorts look terrible, and they make you look like that is part of the fedora costume.
I will gladly wear those everywhere because I can just like put whatever I want in there.
I hate that comfort and convenience have become associated with fedoras. Because
Yes.
the things that the thing, like you think of a fedora, what do you think of? You think of like a big baggy Hawaiian shirt or a big baggy shirt that has like flames on it. A big baggy
Think of Guy
comfortable
Fieri
shirt.
wearing a fedora.
You think of cargo pants or like cargo shorts. And cargo shorts are big, they're baggy, they're comfortable, they've got a lot of space, and fat douchebags that hate women wear them.
Yep.
That's just how it works. It's not easy being a white fat guy that isn't a douchebag. Ladies, please date me.
See, that's the thing is that, like, cargo shorts are fine if you wear certain things with them. It's just the combination of things that these guys wear. It's just horrible.
Ultimately comfortable, and it looks awful, and if you wear it, people will assume that you are a bad person.
Yeah. It's not a good idea.
It's not easy. It's not easy being a white guy.
The struggle is real.
It really isn't.
Are those all
That
the
was a
questions
joke.
we have, John?
That was a joke.
Was it a
Listen,
joke?
It was a joke.
Great.
Yeah, guess what? We are completely out of questions. So nobody else sent us any goofs or ganders or anything else. That's
Let me
good.
just double check the Twitter real quick, like.
Alright, yeah, go take a gander real quick, Mike, because I'm about done.
Oh my god, this fucking safe space shit. Jesus Christ.
Damn.
Hey, by the way,
So-
there's literally no way either of you are going to do this, but I think if you ever have the time or the money, you should play Call of Juarez Gunslinger before the end of the year.
I have
Yeah,
that.
no, I am super
I played
duper
it a little
fucking
bit.
broke.
You have that,
I
Steven?
bought it and I played it. Yeah, I bought it and I played it a little bit.
You should play all of it. There is a moment in there
Yeah.
that I'm going to really fight for best moment.
I was having a lot of fun with it. I feel like it would play better with a controller, which is really weird.
Yeah. It did for me, but fucking whatever.
Like a lot of like the leaning mechanics and like the like dueling mechanics with like draw your gun and like line up the things, that feels like it would play a lot better with a controller, but I don't want to hook up my thing to play an FPS game with a controller.
Sure.
No.
It's still a really solid game, and I can't believe they made that game as good as it is from Techland and the Call of Juarez series.
Yeah.
That's the biggest surprise.
I think the biggest problem with Call of Juarez is that for the same price you can buy Blood Dragon, which is an infinitely better game in every single aspect.
You should probably finish Gunslinger.
I probably should.
I think it is better than Blood Dragon. Well, I guess that's a great place to end Video Game Choo Choo.
Thanks for tuning in again.
I've been your
Shit.
host, Mike Casamano. This has been a long one, but it's been a lot of fun. I really enjoyed recording this episode. John Machowski
This
was
one's
here.
been fun. It's good to be back.
Yeah, it is good to
Unfortunately,
be
I was
back.
here. They didn't string any information out of me. I'm keeping it secret and keeping it safe.
Alright.
Steven Epps
We'll
was
figure
here.
it out next time. It's good to be back, ladies and gentlemen.
And next
Mostly
week,
ladies, I assume.
next week, we'll have the secret of John's dark fetishes. His evil.
We will tie him down to a
pulsating-
bed and tickle his feet with feathers.
Which is one of
until
his
he tells
fetishes.
us what gets him a boner.
Guess what? Guess what, everybody?
You tell.
It's not what you think. Let's just give it a that.
John, do you like sweaters?
John, do you
Do
like sweaters, John?
glasses?
Guess what? You know what? Here's my here's my fetish. Okay, guys,
let's
here
hear
it is.
it.
I'm gonna tell
Finally.
you right now.
Yeah.
I like it when I like it when they take fucking honey and they just chug it. I want women to have small intestine failure while I'm having sex with them.
You want them to just chug-a-lug honey.
I want them to chug honey until their small intestines fail on them and they die. And
You
then
want to bone Winnie the Pooh. Is that what is that what I'm hearing, John?
Oh, bother.
I'm coming for you, John. That's Bane, but it's the same voice.
Bane.
It's the same voice.
I don't want to fuck Bane. Bane, no.
It will be very painful for you.
John, is your fetish very muscular men with weird masks?
No,
I
those,
love eating honey.
no, they scare me actually, so no.
Oh, I guess that's a good place. That's a good place to end it. We'll see you next week, and then hopefully we're gonna have Video Game Choo Choo's Game of the Year stuff the week after.
Crimbus.
The Christmas special.
Hey, Merry Christmas, America.
Fuck all
Dante
other
impression.
holidays.
Yeah,
I was going for that lady on Fox News that keeps insisting that Santa and Jesus are white, but
oh my god.
Merry Christmas, America.
Like,
Fuck you.
when she's like fucking talking to the kids.
Black Santa. Hashtag I am Black Santa. Start it now.
Stephen Epps is Black Santa. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
We all are Black Santa. Good night,
In our
everybody.
hearts. Good night.
Mamma mia.